Hey everybody, we are back. We are back for another edition of Knightcast. We took the last week off due to the fact that it was Thanksgiving. I hope everybody is still. If you haven't recovered from your turkey hangover, I'm pretty sure you had a lot of food and so much that you're still recovering from it. Not necessarily, I
And for
don't
me, it
blame
was
you, but
also convention season, so teaser for
yes,
later. How fast we get through stuff. It was
yes,
convention season. It was
tease.
Thanksgiving, so obviously for a lot of reasons we all took off. We would have done Nightcast last week, but unfortunately I had a family over, and I'm thinking that okay, if we start soon enough, the nephews are still here. They're not going to sleep. But then the time he texted, he's like, "You still want to do with all the family here?" I'm like, "They're sleeping now," so it's like I don't want to wake them up. They get if they're just a little bit older, then they wouldn't care. But they're still at that young enough stage where it's like, shh, they're sleeping.
Yeah, yeah, that would be that would suck if we had to literally do all that and
Stop and
it's
be
like
like, oh, I've been like, here, let me try going to the bathroom. Or I would have done the strategy I did a long time ago where it's like, okay, I was still in the panel, but I had the mic all the way down here. And I'm like, okay, oh, yes, all this stuff. I'm like, you guys can still hear me. They're like, yeah, we can still hear you. I'm like, good, good. But thankfully that was during like the morning where he took a quick power nap. But now with two of them, so can't. But anyways, there's a lot to discuss about here, and with us missing last week or 2 weeks, it was like, oh god, there's a lot of freaking news to talk about. So I'm like, oh god, where to start in all this? Well, let's start with probably one of my favorite movies of the year, tied with multiple of them. Maybe at the end of the month we'll do like a big poll and be like, all right, what movies did we see? What did we not see? But a movie you should still see that I'm gonna recommend is Sisu 2: Road to Revenge. I saw that just the other day actually. Very good movie, by the way. It ends the story for Sisu completely, and if you love pure action with minimal dialogue that represents of the classics of 80s and 90s, or like the classics of George Miller with like Mad Max, and like even like the minimal dialogue of Fury Road. Oh my god, this movie, just pure action, also insanity too. Like the stuff you see in the trailers are exactly in there. And if you're like, does he take out a World War II fighter? Like, and it's beautiful. Not like this. Oh, we gotta cut her up the hell. No, no. You had to see the plane come down like, it's like, oh god, he's gonna get him. And it's like, and how he creatively takes it out. I was like, my mind was blown away. This is stuff that in Hollywood I keep saying, why aren't we doing this? Why are the foreign directors still doing this? And someone's going to explain, well, we can't. I'm like, the foreign directors are kicking your asses over here. Get on this shit. Enough with the wall-to-wall CGI bullshit. Marvel DC 360 no scope new pan bullshit. Give me back to just show me that beautiful widescreen and just let the action speak for itself. Even Michael Bay will tell you to cut it off. I know Bay's editing is crazy, but here's the thing: I've gotten so used to him, like I can see all of his action clearly. But anyway,
it, and that's where also hello to Sailor, hello to Dan, MGTOW, Roadkill. But that's the thing about Michael Bay. Yeah, he's like really action crazy, but we you got to
there's a
admit
lot
he
of good
has
degrees. He's got an eye. He's got an eye for stuff.
and his editing is good. Like I haven't lost like you don't lose focus on the action. Like you don't lose the focus. The focus is there, and it's like okay, we actually got a good sequence going. Let's keep it going.
Sometimes it goes by just a bit too quickly, but that's the style of Bayham. Once you get used to it, it's like I know where his inserts are. I know where everything's going to happen. And sometimes it goes by so fast, you go like, wait, hold on, let me go back again. It's like, ugh. But sometimes you just get used to it after a while. It's like I know it's good. But anyway, let's talk about he knows my favorite movie. It's freaking Frankenstein. I gave this movie a 10 out of 10. Del Toro never misses. And thank you, Del Toro, because I knew he was going to fight for a physical release. Yes, we can get our physical release GDT's Frankenstein in the future. So, and at least one deleted scene will be included. Now, if you've yet to watch this amazing film on Netflix, what are you doing? You had all this time. Come on, go support some love and see it. If you saw this in the theaters, I am so jealous of you right now. You probably saw on the biggest screen possible and just kept saying, "This is a Netflix film." I don't know. Look at all those. I could talk about the colors, the visuals, the staging, or just how, as Dell said, it took them over here multiple months to build a set, multiple months to light it up, and only 12 days to shoot it, and they got it in that time. That's the beauty of building stuff like that instead of just put on a green screen and just pretend stuff is there with a few things. No, I prefer the more handcrafted stuff. It's just like you can reach out and grab it. Oh, so good. But thank you, Netflix and Del Toro, and people are going to be releasing this. I love physical media. We are big supporters of physical media. So please buy this so Netflix can be like, so they want our stuff? Yes! Yes!
Mhm. Yes, indeed. And I'm very excited. I'm glad we're getting a physical release because we do need more physical release. And it's nice to see that they're going to add one deleted scene on the release because not many films can say that. Because it's getting to the point where you can't tell what's a deleted scene versus an actual scene anymore. Because that's the case with Star Wars Episode 3. I mean, some of the deleted scenes actually made sense. It's like, why take that out? That actually explains a lot more.
I know Nosferatu's director's cut was only like a minute longer. I'm like, of last year's, I'm like, that was only a minute longer than last. I'm like, okay, there's that as well. But some scenes do make sense. Like they were really good too. They were cut out. Like in John Wick Chapter 2, for the guy running the automobile shop, we had actually saw one of the I can't remember his name, but the guy John made that Blood Oath contract with. We actually saw him into the car auto shop right away. And while that is a great scene, it also made John's friend almost just a little bit too inaccurate because first he was like, get this car out of here, but he's talking to someone from the high table in the future. Yes, that is correct. But it also felt like anybody could enter his shop with almost no consequences or things. So I'm like, that was kind of smart to cut out, but you do miss out on a cool scene though. Another one and two that I always remember that, man, I wish they kind of didn't, is John actually going to the church and getting a blessing from the Father. That actually was a really good scene. That was
It
a really
was.
good one.
I'm like, this would have been fine. I mean, yeah, it might hurt the pace a little bit, but this actually makes sense.
I love the fact they
Because
also were still humanizing John. It was humanizing him, man. He's like, is it also made me question: is John a man of faith, or is this just for good luck? I like to say he might be a man of faith a little bit because John doesn't have to kill everybody unless you're shooting him first. Because he's kept a few people alive over the films, and he even told a Commons character that if you remove this knife, you're dead. I'm like,
ooh.
oh no! You remember that scene? The train's like, don't remove it, or
Yeah.
you're dead. I'm like, is he alive still? So I like that, but it is a little hard these days here and there. Oh, what's up, Sailor George?
Oh, believe me, we would need to do a lot of promoting just to get that man on here. A lot.
Oh,
The,
oh,
the
is it
mark.
him about missing the kick or something?
But that'd be funny
But
though. However, Neri, hello, Neri, we are going to get to that news. Actually, we are going to get to that.
if you find that, send me the link, then I'll kind of get to that. So I'll get to this. But it's kind of great. This is coming. Support your physical medias out there, and I love this. So thank you very much. So moving forward, there is a new. Was that the one I forgot to? There's a new poster out there for 28 years later, the Bone Temple. This was still being written by Alexander Gard. So this guy practically did all the movies. So here's a new look at the Bone Temple. Fear is the New Faith, out next year. Now, finally, I think we're getting rid of the whole put a bunch of people in here and that's the poster. So, but I do like the creativity just a little bit better than this than most. Where I love the temple reference from obviously from 28 years later. I love seeing Jimmy's acrobatic friends in here, and obviously the big zombie from the last movies. And someone's I think that's the same zombie, unless that's someone else. Ralph's character. So I do like this poster, but I am curious that if this movie fails, we won't get the third movie in the planned trilogy. So please, I beg all of you, see this movie so I can get the end of the trilogy. They even said that, well, if it doesn't do well, we're not going to get the third movie. So I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. I saw the trailer for this and I'm like, this is good. And I my thoughts went to you, Joker, because I'm like, if Joker was here, he'd be like, anime, please tell me you're gonna reserve me a ticket. Reserve me a ticket, goddammit. And I would. You damn well know I would. You damn well know I would.
I would have said like how many people showed up at least. That's what I would have been asking and be like, okay,
surprise. However, we'll get to this in a little bit, but I do have some news regarding Zootopia too. We heard all about that, but we'll get to that later. But I'm excited for the Bone Temple. This is good, and the audience, Joker, you should have seen the audience's reaction. You should have seen it. It was hilarious.
Was it for the big zombie with the someone was little horny on Maine?
Yeah. They were busted out laughing at that. They were laughing at that legitimately.
Well, I wasn't laughing. I was more like, okay. But also at the same time, since you have a younger actor there, you cannot do prosthetics like that. So for legitimate reasons. So in the second one, it does look like they're covered up. So it's like, all right, they had a good laugh. You can cover them up now. I don't need to see that on screen the big time. Unless for some reason your little show, an anime called Yu-Gi-Oh, when we had that main villain, I'm like, oh, well, okay. But anyways, support the film, please. It's out next month. I'm very excited. So, yay. So, but I do got some some newscasting. There's an update for Assassin's Creed coming to Netflix. We have one cast member cast as so Toby Wallace has been casted as one of the leads in the upcoming Assassin's Creed series. So again, we still don't know too much about it. There are some good showrunners. One of them, yes, did do the Halo show, which is like, oh no, red flag number one. But so far, they haven't said anything about, oh, we didn't play the games or read the comics or anything. So maybe they've learned their lesson, and if they were good, just dragged down by incompetence of whoever was in charge of the Halo show, that's one thing. But Toby Wallace, I actually kind of do like his stuff here and there. You know, he's been in a few things here and there, like called like Boys in the Trees, you know, Baby Teeth, Royal Hotel, Last Days, Eden. But if you've probably seen him in televisions like Pistols, the upcoming season for Euphoria, which I still can't believe this is still going on, despite the fact some people are leaving. You've probably seen him in Next, Never Tear Us Apart, and a few others. But he's good for where I've seen him in here and there, popping up. So I'm like, okay. Do I think he's going to be one of the assassins? I don't know. He could be a Templar for all I care, to one of the NPCs. So we'll have to wait and see. So there's some good casting. Hopefully and I'm hoping they surprise us. Now, let's talk about settings for a little bit. What do you want this season to see, this anthology series or limited series, or however they're going to handle it? Where would you like this to take place?
Oh, Jesus. I would like to see it in the first Assassin's Creed, because we gotta
So,
start
so the
there.
Holy War, you want them to be in the Holy War again?
Yes, I because it makes sense. Because if we dive into 3, into Liberation, Black Flag, and all that,
You mean those time periods? So we don't want to quite be in Revolutionary War. We don't need to be in New Orleans quite yet. We don't want to be in the frontier
we
quite
want,
yet.
because here's how I would do it. I would take this one and I would build it up first, like the first game. I would introduce everything carefully, like who the Templars are, who
So a little
oh,
bit of the Holy War, or go to ancient Africa, where he might just be somebody that we see that, okay, this is our player character. He's going to Animus, and the ancestor we pick is, Bayak or Maya or someone in that time period for ancient Africa. Either go that far back, or let's go to the Holy War, actually, because that made more sense. So at least
yeah.
between those two time periods.
Also, nobody has spoken with a $2 super chat. Hello, Night of Anime.
Hey, what's
Hello,
up? Thank you so much
nobody.
for the
How you
super chat.
doing?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh,
Now,
Jorge,
if it's any bigger,
Jorge,
he's
what
gonna
are you
freak out a
doing,
little
man?
bit. Thank you.
So real quick, that's where I would do it, Joker. That's where I would
Okay.
really do it. That's where I would do it, because you want to introduce Enzio. I hope I'm saying his name
I
right.
mean, you wanted to introduce Altair Ilabahana, those ancestors first before you go crazy.
Yes,
To
because
me, if I
otherwise,
pick a time period,
because
it
Joker,
would be at least.
how would you feel if you went into an Assassin's Creed movie and we're already in a revolution where it's like, wait a damn minute, where
Technically speaking, the first Assassin's Creed movie, 2016, a movie that I still liked enough. We went to the Spanish Inquisition with Michael Fassbender character, and the problem with that movie is that we didn't spend enough time with his ancestor to. They had the right look. I mean, that thing looked like the Matrix, for crying out loud, when you were in the actual ancestor. I'm like, this is like the freaking Matrix from what they're setting up, the visuals, the shots, the action. I was like, this is what I want. But the problem is that when they get out of the Animus, they're like, they talk about bleeding effect. They talk about you're too much desynchronizing. You're going a little crazy, the sides. So for us as gamers, we're like, yeah, they're not handling my hand. But if you're a general audience, you're like, what is the CEO talking about desynchronization? You can still introduce them to a new setting. You need to explain to them what the hell this means. So if you're going to adapt the game series, but let's say we're not going to do Altair, Ezio, everybody else. Okay, that's fine. But
yeah.
the best place to start would be actually do the Holy War, get them introduced, and you could say that, oh, this guy was training under Altair. You can say that, hey, he saw him get trained, get betrayed, and then be like, we don't know what to do after a while, or say that it's mentor Altair, La Bahana. You can actually do stuff like that, because there's gaps in between the mains, like Juan, Bloodline, and what you see in Liberation of what he was doing in that time period. So you can slowly introduce these factions and everything, and go, okay, so this is what they mean by this. But also explain to people what does desync means. Again, even the first game, that's like, they even tell you that with Lucy and Vickman, they're like, we want to access this memory all the way over here. You remember that, right? They're like, well, we're
Yeah.
trying to access this in memory. But they're like, but the ancestors refusing and want to show us something all the way back over here. Even a Brotherhood, where they were going through like Ezio's later memories, and it's like, oh, we're fighting Cesare, and he's like, Mario. Cesare's like, how did you find me? Mario Totore led me here. Yeah, you do that segment, but then it's like all goof up. It's like, what's going on? Once again, Lucy says that I guess Ezio wants to show you something else before we get here. Even she said, well, we had this problem beforehand with Altair Bahana, and like there's a lot of rich lore here, so you could do that way. So I think the best strategy is do game number one setting wise at least, or do origin setting wise. You slowly introduce people to how it goes things, but also you need to explain to the audience what we mean by desync and everything. And I think some of the small stuff you can do is to improve upon it by saying that you're not fully in the ancestors' memory quite yet, because you keep rejecting it. I say add some sound bites, add some music to say, now you're in this setting, listen to this, and focus on this. But also tell the audience you don't have to do the memory exactly unless it's a key event, because in the games you can almost do whatever you want outside of the core three tenets that they tell you to. If you're an assassin member, you can't kill innocents. Kill innocents 3 times, you get desync and you just restart the game again. So I think that's the best way to do it. And then kind of keep building tensions. And when you go from there, I say the show is almost limitless, but you gotta balance it out with the modern day setting, because good Lord knows what Ubisoft's doing with the modern day setting anymore, because even I've just given up on the modern day setting.
Exactly. I given up on it too. Actually, the modern day setting nearly took me out of Origins. It nearly killed my immersion.
Really, I actually didn't mind the modern day setting for Origins because
I
it was a
don't
new
know.
platform.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the writing or something. I'm just like,
I think perhaps, in my opinion, we were missing one key game in the modern day setting, or two, a DLC that could have been explained in Unity or Syndicate to be like, why be with her and not with the assassin from Unity and Syndicate? Because it's like, who are we again? And then it's like, whoa, what happened to the stuff we were building up? So I fully understand you with that. So, but here's the
Origins.
best way to
So,
do it. But
but
here's the best way
Origins.
to do
So,
it. But here's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Go back to classic Assassins versus Templars, wanting these pieces of Eden. Go back to that. You'll win a lot of fans over again. And make it about philosophy, ideology. So go back to that with the first 2 seasons. And if by season 2, by the end, slowly introduce the science fiction stuff. I think that would be the better way to do it.
Exactly, because if you do the science fiction in season 1, you lost like 98% of your audience. Because after like what 5-10 episodes, then it's like episode 11, season 1. You introduce the science fiction. It's like, wait a
What?
damn minute,
It made
huh?
more sense. It made more sense on game 2 on why it's like, oh, this is the apple. This is what it means. And then it's like that big drop at the end of the second game was like, wait, that
I'm
message from the
surprised. You know what?
that
So
is still a great twist they did. It came out of nowhere and it was perfect. It was perfect.
yeah, you know what's so funny? I haven't seen the apple be ranked as one of the scariest video game items of all time. I haven't seen the apple ranked yet, and I'm like, that damn
Yeah,
thing needs to be
these
that
pieces
damn
of
thing needs to
Eden,
be
number
ranked.
28,
That thing is
they
scary.
are scary. But we could be here all day talking about
Yeah,
this and what's going to happen. But in my opinion, this is going to be a wait and see. Wait till we get the first looks. But whoever's doing this, you better do great. Speaking about shows, another show. Justin, how you say his name? Thorex, as Mr. House and
Therox.
Therox. Thank
Therox.
you.
Yep.
Justin Therox as Mr. House in Fallout
Oh,
Season 2.
oh,
So
okay. Oh,
I
okay.
don't know if he replaced the other
I,
guy or he's the same guy, but I actually do like this casting. It's like, that's Mr. House.
he has the
Wonderful.
stash. He has the stash. He has the suave. He has that look.
Like, he does scream a guy that he feels very important. This is House from Fallout New Vegas. He's a very much important character for the New Vegas storyline. And again, they're kind of cookie cutting this, as our good friend Phoenix would say about what they're adding in for the lore, what they're taking from the game. So seeing House early on is like, this is obviously before the fall of what it looks like, but not after it, because if you play New Vegas, you know what Mr. House looks like if you try to go and axe him off either for the the Raiders or the NCR. So this does look like a young enough for Mr. House. But this is cool. We're getting him right here, right now, and I'm like, thank you. This looks like how I envisioned him. So good job. Now,
he almost looks like Tony Stark Sr. for a moment. He almost does. He almost
oh, you
does.
mean his father? Oh, you mean his father?
Yeah.
Tony's father. You know what? Here's the thing. Why didn't they grab him as well? Why didn't they get that actor as well from the first
Because he
Iron
was
Man movie?
great. He was great as Tony's father in the Captain America movie, The First Avenger. He was great. And
Why didn't
I wonder what happened to him because I'm like, we need more of that guy. I like he had the bravado, he had everything that Tony would later inherit from his dad. So you could see it, and it's like, we like you. We want more of you. Why you have no more scenes?
I mean, he
but
was
but
one to continue to search for Cap. They're saying that we can't find him. He's like, keep going. Oh yeah, that was Dominic Cooper as Howard Stark. So I'm like, why didn't they grab him? I'm like, I think he would have been perfect actually. He's got the right age still young enough, 47. So I'm like, I think they could have grabbed him. I think he could have worked.
but for now, but for now, I like how this looks. Guys eluding so much, like that charisma and the seriousness. Like, yeah, I'm Mr. House, and I'm
But
gonna
also
fuck
House
up
is
your
the point.
day.
So they screw up Mr. House. I'm gonna be disappointed since we are going to New Vegas. So this will be interesting if this is good or not. Not to mention the whole NCR is no longer there, which is like, huh? But
Eh?
because that's one thing I'm gonna say they really should have. Oh, someone from Kick. Thank you so much. Hey, someone from Kick just joined. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for coming from Kick. From Kick. Yeah, if Phoenix was here, he would explain more better than me what's been canon and what's kind of happened. But one thing I do know is that the NCR is not here, but also why are the Raiders still around? Because it's just if that was like a couple
I
people to me that would make
I
sense.
wonder I
Or unless
wonder
that's
if
just
they're
in the past where
holding.
House finally destroys them with the courier. So we'll have to wait and see. But we can speculate.
I
But
think it's more of that ladder because we haven't seen the NCR yet. So I'm wondering if this right here takes place before that. If so, then I'm completely fine with that. I have no complaints because then we will see them later on. So I have, but
hopefully, we'll see.
but we'll see. As far as speculative goes, I'm hoping this is the case. I'm more of the latter. Because if
Okay,
the
but before we
Raiders are
continue,
there,
a quick message from our good friend Vaughn.
Vaughn, buddy. Yes, what's up? What we got? What you got, buddy? Who he's been one. He's been busy. Jesus. Well, that's called the back from Nova issue 3. Wow. All right, buddy. Well, we'll get to it. He he actually made it to his goal. It warms my heart seeing our friends become successful. Like with Phoenix, with Vaughn. Just keep going, dude.
Thank you, Vaughn, for that quick message. And yes, thank you, Vaughn, for Faminomenon issue 3. Support our wonderful creators, Vaughn, Phoenix, our manga creator as well. What was that gentleman's name again? I know we have it somewhere. But we'll definitely have to make a bookmark for all these guys. So any creator we have on here, speak to Anime Night. Come through him. Don't come through me. You
Oh,
guys talk it out.
Hero Darky Dark. That's the one.
But yeah,
That
thank you,
was the
Hero Darky Dark. So I'll find the stuff for that.
luckily I had a footnote attached.
Thank you.
I
Put that
had
in
a
the private
footnote.
chat so I can pop up a few of them. So we do like to
Alrighty.
support indie creators, and if someone it's like I got something you guys want to look at, like I'll gladly look at it, see if I for our indie rumble, indie bash, what we do on here. But shout out to Vaughn. Feminom issue 3 is going to end very soon for the backing. So if you have yet to back it up, please back it. Please back it up so we can support indie creators. Here's Hero Darky Dark, manga creator as well. So for his stuff right here, So, ooh, that's right. Upstorm. Ooh, there's no. Ooh, nice. We'll probably go into more of that there. So, but guys want to support these creators, here they are. Go ahead, follow them and support them. We love to see people's dreams, their dreams, come true, my friend. That's what I love to see. Love to make people's dreams come true. But anyway, let's get back to more of the movie stuff, because this one broke my heart.
Oh no.
He knows what I'm going to talk about. The status updates of the coming TMNT movies. What's been greenlit? A villain-forward film, Shredder focus being basically
Ooh.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Games 2, which one will be the Shredder, out in 2 years from now. So I'm like, or a year and a half. So I'm like, okay, you're finally doing Shredder. I still did not like Mutants and Mayhem as much as I should have, but part of that was the art style, a little bit hard to get used to. But once I got used to it, I'm like, okay, I'm fine with it. To me, it's the screenplay, it's the writing, so not the best. They could do better. It's not the thing I don't want things dark. I want things dark, but it's TMNT. If we're going off the original comic book series line, go right ahead. If you're doing stuff for the cartoons, or that's fine as well. But there's got to be the right balance, and to me, I did not find the right balance. What's also in the works? A new movie, live action movie. They kind of want to be fast and furious on head producing. Goal is to Sonicify the franchise. I think what they're trying to say, take the Sonic approach, maybe
I
listen to
think
the fans
that's
a bit more.
I think that's what they're trying to say, but the wording, I see where people are scratching
doing
their head.
this. They're like, what?
I
They're
think
going like, what?
I see the issue, but in layman's terms, ladies and gentlemen, they want to go the route of like the Sonic movies right now, in that style and direction, which I say yes, go for it, because it is doable with the right people and the right mindset. With the right people, it can work. Because we had
If
the
you got to get
if,
Peter
if the
and Larry back,
1990s film can do it, I'm pretty sure now that we have the modern technology and all that shit, there's no excuse.
okay. If you got to get Peter or Larry back, I'm probably sure like uh, Laird or Kevin, Peter Laird or Kevin Eastman to come back. That would be awesome if one of those two gentlemen came back, or they're like producing it as well, or just saying that here's a story outline, you could use one of ours. Wonderful. But probably Laird is more into pottery and a few other things, so you might say no. Eastman still does the comics really for IW. He still does a comic for IW. So it's like, all right, he could do it, but there's that. And my heart broke when I heard about The Last Ronin.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
This
And
one shattered
you
my
know
heart.
the clip I want. You know the clip that I want.
Let's see.
He knows.
You bad. Now you've made me very, very, very. Yeah, forget it.
And then on top of,
We were so close.
there we go.
It's Last Ronin, man. It was written during the outline was written during the golden years of TMNT, before Laird and Eastman had their differences and the fighting happened and focusing on the business. It was written during the golden years, at least the outline was, and then how this was even refound again. It was actually after the Netflix documentary series, The Toys That Made Us, after the episode TMNT was filmed and everything. I guess Eastman was going through stuff, and he's like, hey, this is from the olden days. And like, show it to Laird, and it's like, is it okay with the blessing, permission, like, can I make this an outline for the comic book series? Laird said, sure, yes. And it's like the last thing you're gonna get with the two of them credited, actually, because it is credit to the both of them, actually, not just one or the other. It's credit to the both of them. And for those of you who have yet to read The Last Ronin, think about this being the duo swan song. This is the swan song. ignores every other run except for the original. Thing about this is the thing about The Last Ronin be the official end to the original continuity. It follows the last turtle against the Foot Clan. And it's such a beautiful story. It's a sad story. Very dark than what I remember from a couple of the comics I read from TMNT when I was able to find online. But it's like very dark, and it's like it feels like a proper conclusion that if this was their last thing they ever did, I would have been sold. But they could have had all three of these be in production. They could have. You could have had one for the kids and family for Mutants of Mayhem. You could have gotten the other live-action adaptation going, and then you could have had Last Ronin. And I'm like, damn, we could have had all three with their audience and people saying this could have been great. At least I still had the Last Ronin video game development, which even that developer said that their approach is like the newer God of War games, which I'm like, all right, that's a fair statement to take from. That's a good example to take from. But man, what a shame. We get two projects in the work and then I cancel one. I was like, I was so close. And it would have just been cool to see the Last Ronin outfit. I'm like, dude, that outfit is just sick. It's amazing. To me, I would have been more curious that how are they going to handle the deaths and the actual emotional impact. In fact, even would they be committed to the famous line, no more talking. And then it's, I miss my brothers. Because I would have been sobbing if they did that scene perfectly. I would have been sobbing. I would have said, I don't care. You nailed the last scene. You did it perfectly. But it's a bummer. It's a bummer, man. It's just.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is like the perfect lineup. Because you could have it. If I were to guess, here's how this would have gone. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? You would have had the kid. The kid one would have been fine. The kid one would have been fine. The Mutant Mayhem 2, completely fine for 2027. I would probably put the live action movie at 2029 release. And then we would have The Last Ronin, I want to say 2030, 2031 release. In that order. Because think about it, it's 2 years apart. You have so much time to get everything in order, all the eggs in the basket, all the ducks across the street in 2 years. In 2 years. Because that also gives time for because we all hear about the scheduling conflicts and all this garbage.
Let things grow, let them build up. Even again, give us some quick teasers or like some promotional stuff for any of them. Like, here's the live action stuff that's going. As much as I hate the Netflix side, what they did to The Witcher, they at least were kind of cool of showing behind the scenes stuff. I'm like, okay, at least you're getting somewhat build up, and then a lot of it just went downhill afterwards. So it's like, okay, but they could have done that. Get the family stuff out the door. Then you kind of show off what the last stuff is going to look like. They could have done a test screening for The Last Ronin, which you probably would have seen all the turtles in their glorious live-action version for if they're going to adapt the original art style that they were all originally in. So that would have been cool to see. But it's a bummer when this stuff happened. This is probably an executive, someone going that, they don't want The Last Ronin. Like, we won The Last Ronin.
But we want the Last Ronin.
See what these two do. Because in my opinion, they're placing their big bets on these right here. Didn't their animation show get canceled?
I think they did. I think it did.
So they're either going to bank on this movie again to hopefully, if this one's better than the other one that we got, even though I will defend both of the reboot of the 2014 version because I do like both those movies by default. So I'm like, so we'll have to see. But this to me was a bummer because R-rated, hell yeah, finally to get the Turtles justice. But such a shame. Now we got to move on. And I don't want to move on, but play the clip.
You bad. Now you've made me a very
let you speak
Joker.
first so I can recover my throat.
Joker, would you like to do the rant?
I need to cover my throat first, so I'll let you speak first and get your thoughts out.
Alrighty. While my friend here recovers for a minute, Leonardo DiCaprio confirms he will star in Heat 2. We're still working on it. We're a ways away from production. Oh boy, where do we begin? Look, I love the first Heat movie. I will watch that film and never get bored of it. I could watch that 100 times and I would still find something in there that would give me the wow factor, like wow, and everything. But it's sad because it's like Val Kilmer had passed away. What, like 4 months ago, give or take. You mean we can't we had nothing for this guy for like a send off? I hope they do a tribute or something. I hope they do, because Val Kilmer carried that damn film on his back. He carried that movie on his damn back. And yes, Heat should have been a one-off. Yes, Heat. What's up, Big Angry Phil? That's funny. Hey, Jeremiah. Yeah, but yes, Alchemy, I do agree. Heat should have been a one-off. It was the perfect scenario, perfect world. They had all it was a beautiful scene, and the shootout and everything. They didn't pull their punches. They went all out on that scene. And I remember some friends of mine used to tell me, because one of their parents went to go see, it's like, it is loud in the theater. It was loud. And I'm like, oh, I would have loved to experience that, but that's as close as we got on the TV. But yes, this is a very bad time to do this. A very bad time, and one of those, why is this a cash grab? Are we bored? Hollywood's out of ideas. We could line all that up, but as per usual, the usual suspects are there. The motives are there. No shade on Leonardo DiCaprio or anybody else. Love the
Leo,
guy.
great actor. Great man. Great actor.
The problem here, ladies and gentlemen, is we here at Knightcast, me, Joker, and everybody else, we have no issue with the actors. We have no issue with them. It's just...
But just the answer is why. Why, though? And I'm fully
timing.
recovered now.
And timing, of course, but that's just me.
They're gonna keep saying that. Well, it's actually based off the second Heat, the second novel, Heat 2, and it's both the prequel and a sequel. And here's me going, did I ask for there to be a Heat 2?
No one asked. I didn't.
You can write the novel, which is perfectly fine. And they're saying that no, it's both a prequel and a sequel, and no, there's more to the story. I'm like, stories come to an end. They have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Why can't you guys just leave things alone? And I'm happy there's a novel. I might pick it up or might never pick it up, but that's fine. You guys have a novel. But why are we trying to justify this now? Well, we should get a movie out the door. There's more. Stop. You got a sequel right here. Now leave it here. It does not need to be on the big screen. But yes, it does. It's got to be on the big screen. You got to see. This is not The Godfather Part 2s or prequels and sequels. Even if Michael Mann's back. Even if, which, of course, he will direct it, obviously. Love Michael Mann. A highly underrated director, in my opinion. That he's easily was Nolan North before Nolan North came around. Easily was the Nolan North before Nolan came around. Changed the way how we saw television. Changed the way how we saw films. A great director. That I say that this man needs to win, but I just don't need it. You will have your first film with the first. But that's the thing. That first film is so magical. Can
Hey,
Michael Mann
Vegeta.
strike lightning in a bottle twice? Are we going to have that awesome shootout scene? I've seen the people, the reports are going like, let's see here. Adam Driver supposedly is casted. We have Leonardo DiCaprio here. I believe, is it Taron Egerton? I believe Taron is either Taron or somebody else. They're in the movie as well. You even see them do the shootouts in the shooting range of them actually properly re-rolling the guns, clocking in and everything. So that's fine. I'm like, they're putting the training effort to this. And clearly they want this movie to be made. But in my humble opinion, why ruin the first film? It's going to be a legacy sequel and prequel that they're going to try to tackle. But at the same time, is this really worth it? Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Do we really need it? How can you justify this? You guys aren't really selling me the pen right now. You guys aren't selling me the pen saying that this is the reason why I need a Heat 2.
Yeah, you're
And I
not
just keep going,
exactly selling us this box of M&Ms. You're not
And I
selling
love
us.
Michael Mann. I love that man. He's a great director, good writer. I just don't see us justifying it. But it's got all the A-list actors and B-list in here. I'm like, I'm sure everybody would do a great job. But it's one of those things that we keep saying, but that first film is there for me. I can just go and watch it. Hell, when Val passed away, I freaking watched Heat just for this man. I'm like, damn, this movie still holds up. Even my own father was like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm watching Heat." And I'm kind of like halfway through the film before we get to the shootout. And he's like, "Now, why is he changing from old to young?" I'm like, "Oh, Dad, that's Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci." He was like, "Oh, that's why." He kind of forgot that a little bit that Robert and Joe are different. But that, no, not Joe Pesci, Al Pacino. Al Pacino's in it. And Dad's like, "Al Pacino's a great actor." I'm like, "Yeah, Pacino's always been great. A great actor." And then when we got to the shootout scene, it's like, oh man, here's the build-up. Because that build-up to the downtown LA shootout was just chef's
I dare
kiss.
any action
I
movie
dare Michael Mann to top that. How is he going to top it?
or any action movie. I dare any action movie out there
Well, people are going to
to
like, but
rival that.
it's not just any shootout. When you think about how the film was building up, they're all building to, all right, this is one last heist we do, then we all get out of here. This should be simple. We get in, we get out, we get out of here. And again, like Robert does and everybody does, everybody on the ground, if you're sick, put your hands on the wall. We don't want your values. Those are just for insurance. We want the money from the bank. They plan things out. They get the timing down. This is it. They've done it. Everybody's acting calm and normal. They're just gonna get in the car and get out of here. Right by the Allstate guy. Are you in good hands? It's because the Allstate guy is in this movie. I mean, he's the Allstate guy. He's the driver. They are in good hands. But then things slowly build up as the LAPD and everybody slowly gets on them. And when you slowly build this up, because here's the thing, there's no music playing. It's just no sound for everyone's in. And it's like someone's gonna screw up. Someone's gonna screw this up big time. And when that first shot goes off, it's like go, 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 go. It's mayhem. It's insane. Just how close they're getting to the shots, how wonderful them actually using actual tactics from the police, because it's just a getaway. No, it's not. It's not just a getaway because the driver gets taken out in this. So it's like, oh shit, we got to go. Everybody's firing off like left and right. Bullets are flying everywhere. Cops are getting injured. You're seeing the police get injured. You're seeing the car gets ripped to shreds. And yeah, and by the way, Val Kilmer does the full mag reload. Oh my god. Just how he does it. It's the full thing. It's not
too clean.
It's the full
It's
thing. He does it professionally, like how it's supposed to be done. And it's like, God, that's so sick.
And
And
that
then just
scene,
goes back to shooting.
and fun fact, that scene has been used in the military. Like, if a Hollywood actor can reload it like this is how I expect you guys to do it.
It was like, and I kind of kept repeating
But
that
you could
scene. I'm like,
tell
let me see that
you
again. I'm like, let
you
me see
you
that again. How he does the reload. I'm like, I can't do that. I
but you
shot
could
handguns
tell
before him, but I can't do that. That's amazing. But
but
it
you
keeps
but you
getting tense
tell
because you want.
you could tell that they did train with that, as you mentioned. They did train off camera, like with the weapons and everything. You could tell that they actually put the effort into it. You could see the
His stance was
effort
correct. How
into
the
it.
shooting was correct. Like I said, you want these guys to get out of their escape, but man knew better. He knew there had to be casualties, and when some of the members kept getting off, it's like, oh, there goes one. Oh, there goes another. Is Val going to get out of here alive? Is De Niro going to get out of here alive? And I love the fact once they ditch the car, it's like, okay, go, 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 go. And even then, if someone's shot, you see them because it's a brotherhood. They pick each other up. We gotta go. But as usual, there's gotta be that one guy that goes I gotta take a hostage, and it's like, oh my god, that hostage scene was so tense. I'm like, don't shoot, don't shoot. But then there's Pesci, Al Pacino getting ready, clean headshot. I'm like, oh, sick. But that's how
I
great that
do agree
shooter.
there,
It's
Big
not just
Bill.
it's just a random shooter. Like no, it told you a story, conflicts, people finally are meeting each other. Hell, even the diner scene way before that, they said that Pacino and De Niro did not want to meet, so that when they're in the diner together, their big conversation feels more natural. It was it was great. Like it was phenomenal. I don't see how man could top that. Maybe he can, and I would love to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong, but I people are going to keep saying you're just being well. Sometimes when a film is that good and that legendary, I just say I don't need any more. The story was told, unless you fully justify the reason of why we need a sequel and a prequel at the same time. So I know Adam Driver will do his character justice. I know Leo will be a great addition. I'm
Hey,
probably going to
Sunflower.
say he's somebody else. I don't think he's De Niro's character or Al Pacino's, but this will make or break me. I know it's still probably years away, but I would love to be proven wrong. And if Knightcast, if I'm proven wrong, I will wear Sister Iris again, just for Knightcast.
Nice.
But I would love to be proven wrong. Let's discuss and bathe about this later. But I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to be. Please. I trust Michael Mann, but he's like the only faith that I have because it's Michael Mann. And if Mann passes away before they make Heat 2, then I'm just gonna say, cancel it. Don't do it.
Right? Because and that's the thing though. Also, I've noticed whenever a prominent actor, Val Kilmer and so many others, this stuff happens right after. It's like it's
Well,
eerie
this was
to
also
me.
in production way before Val passed away, so
I know, but I
it was
just
in
find it a little
pre-production.
eerie I find it a little eerie sometimes, but I'm probably overthinking things. But all in all, until I see the first trailer, we're gonna put this on the to watch out for list. But I'm happy for Leonardo DiCaprio, though. I'm happy.
Yep, I'm happy for Leo as well. He's a good actor, and probably the one who probably got the more funding. Probably. Here's from Fujimoto Sensei, the creator of Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch, comes another adaptation of one of his one shots, Look Back. Here's your first live action adaptation look of the Look Back, based off his one shot web manga, Look Back. And there's also an anime adaptation of Look Back as well. You follow two rivaling students who are creating manga in school, but at the same time, it's a little bit of coming of age. There's a little bit of suspense in there, but it's actually a good one shot, a very good one shot. So if you guys have yet to read the one shot or watch the anime adaptation, here is a live action version of this wonderful story hitting probably the big screen, actually, hitting the big screen in the year 2026. So congratulations.
Oh, absolutely. This looks good. It's
I'm
nice to
really,
hear about like obscure films and everything.
yep.
Go ahead,
I
Joker.
love to see some of the more one shots get to get adapted and everything. So that I am very much am happy for. So that's great as well. But in the recent Amazon news, I know people are going to say, "Oh, now we're talking about anime." Here's the anime. For those who don't know, the last couple days have been hectic. Here's a recap. Amazon Prime and Amazon, mostly Amazon over there, Prime, have released AI dubs for the following anime: but Banana Fish, No Game No Life, and an AI dub of Vinland Saga. 3 animes that have AI dubs on them. And this caused the biggest outroar we have seen on the English dubcast for their fans supporting them. And now they have all been removed. And as Alejandro, you probably heard this man in, oh, I don't know, all these before and many more. Even he said
Ooh.
good. So he does have a name. And he said good because Banana Fish no longer has an English dub on Amazon. And that English dub was AI. So, which right now brings us to the bigger discussion of the whole controversy with AI. Yet again, the dub was terrible, but if Amazon did that to 3 of them right away, who's to say to stop them again for doing it again in 2, 3 years times when AI is trained better, they get better voices, and you can't tell is that, oh, that's Alejandro dubbing. It's like that's not my voice. That's an AI voice. Yeah, it's the scary future we live in. We already seen Netflix and Studio Wit do this attempt with their little one-shot dogs anime project, which was an anime, but it was also an AI anime. So not the best look, and now we're getting AI dubs. That's the scary future we're living in right now. So, and I don't support that. I want actual voices. I want to hear the performances, not something that's like, just put it in an AI, write the screenplay, let them say it. Because it is hilarious when it's done like this. It's like, who wrote this shit? Not to mention, Sentai was looking to investigate this because it's like, we didn't give them permission to dub this. Despite the fact No Game No Life already
Yeah,
has
I
an English
could.
dub, because it was on Netflix for a while before they removed that due to licensing expiring. So I know what their dub voices sound like, and it's like that's not their voice.
Because we want the voice actors to actually hear their voice like this, but maybe like this. I dare AI to do that to mimic me, but unfortunately, they cannot mimic anything in between. Looking through the darkness of the end. See, ladies and gentlemen, you can tell I've been practicing. You can tell, but joking aside, I I even saw it too with um I don't know if it was My Hero or one of them where they said, "Oh look, the girl has what the anime chick has 3 boobs." Because I looked at that thing up and down and I'm like, this has to be a rookie mistake. Because if it was AI, the whole scene would be fucked up. So I see the problem because in motion, like in manga, you like how something is like moving, like the moving motions in drawing Joker. Like when you go to
A little bit.
punch and in the scene and the storyboarding, there's the punch. Apparently, from what I saw, and again, my art is limited here, so work with me. I think somebody fucked up there because they were trying to make it look like the arm, the she was holding it, but I believe it was in motion, which gave her the sixth finger. So my guess is her hand was moving. It's just they forgot to do the after effect of the movement. They forgot to put that in there. So that's why it looked like she had six fingers. Why it makes it look like she has six fingers when in reality she has five. It's just the after movement. They forgot to put that in there. But that, and as far as that goes, obviously it's just movement error. Because if you really think about it, if those two scenes right there were done with AI, it would have been far more obvious. Would have been way more obvious. But for me, it looks like animator mistakes, rookie ones. And I get it; it's not perfect. But damn, how do you miss that on two? Is beyond me. But
I
I
think
rest my case.
there's a lot of bit about that over too. Like I know there was one that kind of got me the killer critic a little bit. It was AI music still sucks, but it's creeping in there because there's a multiple covers of the Kingdom Hearts title games out there. One of them being Rage Awakened. He sent me this. I'm like, hold on, let me listen to it. I'm like, all right, not bad actually. I was a little suspicious at first with a couple things, but something wasn't quite ticking my brain yet, or my ears to be like, is this AI music? I'm like, no, I don't know. It sounds good. But then stuff kind of came out really quickly. I'm like, more from Kingdom Hearts, Legend of Zelda. I think even Harry Potter was one of them. And I'm like, are we sure? And then people started to ask questions like, hey, is this AI, not AI? It's like, well, the human soul goes to it. And it's like, all right, there's red flag number one about talking about the human soul and whatnot. And then there was something else that came on. I'm like, okay, that's red flag number two for me. And when I hit the two, I'm like, okay, this is AI. And I look back at all the music. I'm like, yep, AI, AI. Now, then I start to hear the third red flag for me is like, this woman's voice is being used again and again. So I'm like, yep, this is AI. It's the exact same thing over and over again. So, I mean, but that, doing what he was talking about, the six finger hand is an animation error that's been around for decades, if not centuries. Sadly, that is something we would like to say that, this does happen. Because sometimes how the hand will be like, hold on, like I'll get something like when you're gripping something, this should kind of how it works, but sometimes somebody draws a bit too many. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, but then you're like, where's the fifth one? Sometimes that just happens.
It
Sometimes when you're
does
drawing, and
because Joker, you would agree with me if this was done by AI.
I think it
It
would have
would
been
not,
more obvious with
well,
the
like with the
hands melting a little bit. The hands look nicely connected. You do see the knuckles right, but that does happen. I think someone forgot to erase or just be like, hey, where am I starting from? So I think just they forgot to erase this one right here, and they're like, shh, it's in the show. So that happens. That happens with the
and
in between. That's that is that from One Punch Man, right?
yes,
I, part of that reason
because
I would
if
say this is also the part of that is also Bandai's fault. I think it's Bandai who owns the rights to One Punch, and they're like, who can do this for the budget? A lot of them are saying no until he gives a higher budget. So unfortunately, JC staff was chosen again, and even the director of One Punch Man season 3 had to leave Twitter completely because of too many complaints, too many issues. But I'm not going to blame the guy at all because it's like, well, at the same time, he's getting a lot of harassment. So, and I'm not going to blame the staff's anime because I'm sure if they had a limit, they would have made One Punch Man season 3 a little bit better. But probably being jammed in there with everything else, it's like we can't do this no more. We can't. So, animators are overworked. You guys have to remember that. Not just over there in Asia, but also here as well. Animators are overworked to hell and back, and with probably how low this budget was, or just be like, get it out as fast as possible if you can mentality. It's like
Hey,
You can't
Trollmonger.
work under those conditions. Like what we saw with Studio Map, with constantly with people from Attack on Titan saying that I finally was able to go home after 3 or how many days it was, or just watching Japanese YouTubers react. Look at that one guy who was drawing everything, taking out the manga, looking at it, and you saw like bangs on the sky. I was like, ooh, that's not good.
Like, man, it's like, dude, go to a sauna, get some
But probably couldn't because like I gotta work, gotta get this
double
anime out the
cucumber.
door, and it's like, oh, not good. And there's him going like this. I'm like, that can't be good. And how Mappa continues to get called out, especially with the Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, where people were like, yeah, this episode was really great, and they come out like only 30% of it was done. That 30% was amazing, but only 30% of the episode was completed. I'm like, dear Lord. And then what does Mappa do at the higher ups? We apologize and everything, but we got this new studio over here in this next city over. It's like, that's how they get you. And this one's doing Chainsaw Man, which I'm happy for. But every time I see a Mappa production, I'm just like, are they getting paid correctly? Are they going home, seeing their families and whatnot? Are they getting some proper rest? Because that's how it goes, and it's not just Mappa; it's everywhere else. And like again, Mappa had that big controversy with Netflix, with the Yusuke anime, where the top tier animator in Japan came out and said that Netflix was holding our money while we were making the anime. We didn't get paid until it was completed. So it's like, ugh, should be
Ugh.
more as you're going, but it's like, nope, we didn't get paid until it was done. It's like, well, like
Wow.
me. No wonder why we weren't seeing a Yusuke season 2 at all, because how terrible production was. And it's like, well, we got paid, it just wasn't till later. So I'm like, shit, man,
But
that's.
but in layman's terms, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of One Punch Man, it's
I
just
feel bad.
anime.
I really do
It's
feel
just
bad for
animation error. That's all it is,
it. I
and
do
it's
blame
very
AI a
common
little bit on that stuff, but AI would have been more obvious.
because that whole scene would not have been perfect. It would
You would
not
see
have been
more
clean.
ghosting's effect a little bit more worse. Like even crying out loud, like even the Castlevania guys that came out and said like we did not use AI for this. You wanna know why? We use the ghosting effect. Ghosting has been around for a while. I have no idea what it is, but it's like I talked to somebody about it. I was like, oh, so that's why I'm seeing a little bit of this stuff. But I think AI would, in fact, if it was used AI, I think her face would have been more glowing than usual, and you wouldn't even see like those
Yeah,
line works. The line works give it away actually that okay, this is done by hand, because AI does not know lines, because the lines would have been all over the place. So and stuff like this just happens. It's like I'm sure if there was more time to make season 3, it would have been better. But it's
because
just
we
I've
when you
seen JC
watch
Steph produce good
anime.
stuff, but this shit happens. It fucking happens. There's nothing I can do about it.
Exactly, and that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you've watched anime, um, or drawn, these do happen more times than anything. Heck, even some scenes in our classic animes, we're bound to see an error here and there. And me and Joker, we have seen a few here and there from time to
I
time.
should
It's
have seen
like,
one of my friends drawing for Mickey Mouse for when he was he's still attempting his series and everything. But oh, James, what's up, James?
Hey,
Jeremiah, what's up,
James.
buddy? Jeremiah, what's up,
Hey,
buddy?
nothing much. I yeah. Well, I mean, people make mistakes all the time. I mean, it's part of being human, right? I mean, the only reason why we care so much about the animes and everything is because we watch them, and you know, oh, noticed this mistake here and there, and it's like, it's no big deal, but at the same time, it's great that we're paying that much attention to it.
And it doesn't complete. I mean, it won't take me completely out of the anime. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, somebody just forgot to put this and this and this, and that was it.
Yeah, it's just like when you see someone's what is it um the actor, and then you got the person
Blooper
that
reel.
is supposed to be in the background, like a stunt double or something, and you see their mug or something in the scene, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
like that would be the Brad Pitt one. It's a split second, but you would see it. We
yeah,
talked about that
Another
one.
one would be the
well,
famous
yeah,
Pirates of the Caribbean, Chris the Black Pearl ending scene. One of the crew members forgot to get off, so as Jack goes to the wheel or to the helm, you see one of the crew in a white T-shirt with a cowboy hat on, and he's in the film forever.
yeah, for real.
Indiana Jones, don't forget Indiana Jones, the first Indiana Jones movie, where they remove all the antennas just to make sure everything's correct. Someone forgot to tell somebody, block off the set, and you can see a modern day actor or just a regular citizen walk through the bazaar, and you see a white guy, a plain old
Yeah.
guy wearing a plain old white T-shirt and jeans. I can't stop laughing every time I get to that. I'm like, wait for it. There he is, and he's in the film forever. Who is this guy?
and and I was referencing that scene in what was it uh um Peter Griffin the Family Guy episode where Neil Goldman is like talking about Star Trek and how you could see the cup from the uh, other actors you know in the original Star Trek, it's like, that's part of being a nerd and geek and everything. You watch these things and you see these things, and it's not against the anime, the show or whatever. It's just, hey, I noticed this, you know.
Yep.
It's like, you go out in the community and you notice someone's shirt, and a lot of times they don't even know they're wearing it. And it's like, I just noticed it, Yeah. And if I'm a big fan of what they're wearing, I point it out, I'm like, hey, a Star Wars fan, you know?
Oh yeah, we're talking about the AI over here, and yeah, Sentai's investigating, Kodaku's investigating. So yeah, especially with
Yeah.
Banana Fish, that was one like highly requested for a while, and it's like, did you? But that's how slowly it's creeping in. So it starts with one and a few of them, and then but who's to say Netflix won't use this? Who's to say that Funimation will be like, yeah, what? Well, no, Funimation is gone. Who'd say Crunchyroll won't do this or any dubbing?
Oh, absolutely. And it's a good thing that
I'm
uh
glad there was a public outcry for this. I'm glad there was a public outcry.
and it got the attention of
Of
Sentai and
Kodakawa,
Kadokawa.
Kadokawa.
Yep, and they're like,
And
wait a damn
now
minute, we need to
Amazon has
improve
damaged
it.
their relationship with them. It's like, excuse us. So good luck trying to get the next big anime that they might have, that you might want to get. So they might just say no. But moving on from there, before now there are some upcoming James Cameron projects because he's still directing and or co-writing at least. Yes, there's still Avatar. Well, this is coming out literally this couple weeks, and then people are gonna say 4 or 5. I will get to 4 and 5 briefly. He's got this book called The Devils and wants to do his adaptation of Ghost of Hiroshima, and then producing and writing, Alita 2, please, and he still wants to do his Terminator movie, or at least do one more, even though I think it's safe to say the Terminator, the anime was great, love it. So if he ever gets that, that's great. But here's the thing. We'll talk about a little bit of the Devils, because what's the Devils? According to the blog, at least, and everything, Lightning Storm announced the acquisitions of Joe Apocryphium's The Devils. So, so a sharply written horror adventure with an epic battle between good and evil. Expect most of your time, you can tell which twist. I'm like, okay. So I kind of like this concept, but why am I getting to Cameron about this? Here's the thing, and again, he once again do his after his Avatar movie is done, he wants to get, because he bought the rights to this Ghost of Hiroshima. I assume this is done, so this will, and I also know he's one of those people that came out against Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. And I gotta say this, no offense, but James, I get what you're saying, but you didn't show the Japanese side. I'm like, Cameron, this is a film called Oppenheimer, not Oppenheimer Goes to Japan. I'm sorry, I had to say it. No offense. If you do take offense to that, I apologize. But Cameron, the film is called Oppenheimer, not the whole he goes to Japan and everything joke. It's literally just him just talking about, here's the guy Oppenheimer. Here's us building the atomic bombs. Here's the deadly aftermath. What happened to that attack? Here's why the U.S. government were investigating Oppenheimer. That's the whole story. That's the whole movie. And you got to come out here and be like, well, he didn't show the other side. I'm like, are you guys missing the whole point of the movie? But thank you, James, for getting your movie out, buying the rights to the books, and trying to get this out there. Okay, fine. Thank you. But here's the reason why I bring this up quickly, because we're almost getting conflicting ideas, just a little bit. Because here's what he said recently in a recent interview, just recent enough at least. James Cameron says the Avatar Fire and Ash doesn't make enough money to survive Avatar 4 and 5. He's ready to walk away from the Avatar universe and write a book that resolves one thread it leaves open. And now, to be fair, you got to remember when the first Avatar movie came out.
Ooh.
The first Avatar film came out in the year 2009.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know, I'm old. I'm 29 right now. So I was literally...
So you were
Not even-
20
not even
when this
20
came
years
out?
The first James Cameron Avatar film came back out in 2009. And a couple years ago, we got the first true sequel after a long time waiting. And he said, I won't do 4, 5, and 6 if 2 and 3 aren't successful. And I said he was a man of his word. 2 was successful, but 2 and 3 were shot back to back together. So he's been almost at this for over 20 plus years for Avatar, almost 20 plus years. So I can say you can leave Avatar if 3 isn't successful, and I think that's a good thing to end it. But people are going to say 4 and 5, but he said that if 3 is successful. If it's not successful, then you can safely walk away. He's got the money for this. And if he wants to do his smaller passion projects, that's fine, actually. I would love to see him to go back to what he's good at with horror and, telling the story to Japan of what happened after the deadly aftermath of Big Boy and Little Boy. So please remember that, because to remember that as well. So
I didn't care too much for Avatar for one reason.
That's fine.
It took away from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mean, it was a good movie otherwise, but
Okay,
the name thing.
It's the name thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So even though this big list is right here, I'm fine if the movie is still good and he doesn't do 4 and 5. Again, write that book and then do your 2 passion projects along with getting this out the door, and then maybe or may not do that. So, or if this is a wait and see.
If Arnold is willing to do one more, God.
After Dark Fate, I don't need Arnold. After
Dark Fate left the sour in my mouth. The only reason why I even care about Terminator now is the anime, which I enjoyed. I actually enjoyed, and it got me back into liking it. And the game that is coming out next week. That's my 2 reasons.
Oh,
That's it.
I hope it's good.
Terminator Zero, in my opinion, saved the franchise because it was a well-written story, felt like a proper thriller, and it fully did. The anime actually fixes one of the main issues the Terminator films suffer from. I'm not going to explain what it is, but if you know, you know. So if you guys have to watch Terminator Zero, I highly recommend it. Hell, I even got a like from the damn director and writer. Yes, that's right. I got a like from the guy because I'm like, holy shit, because I just gave it a positive review. I'm like, I love it, and hopefully Cameron will take that momentum and then
I
kind of
haven't
go.
watched the anime, but I've from what y'all saying, I would watch it because
It is by Production IG, actually. It's by Production
yeah.
IG, so the Ghost in the Shell people, so studio. So
Oh,
like
okay, that's
very good,
cool.
very good.
Yeah,
Heck, it kind of had that vibe a little bit of. Sure, it's more modern anime art style, but it kind of had that vibe that if this came out years ago, you would see very much the influence of what Ghost had. So,
yeah, I get that.
yep. So, there's I got some more news from video games. So this is a weird one, from my opinion. The cast of of Expedition 33 have called for more award categories to be added to the Game Awards, specifically those highlighting motion capture performances and so supporting actors. On one hand, I can say, okay, just create another category, leads and supporting. Because, like I said, Expedition's got 3 of them for the best lead, but if you want a supporting category, you can. But one issue I have is highlighting motion capture, because then I said at that rate, just create a new award ceremony then for the arts and technology side, kind of like that we have for the Emmys for that Creative Arts Emmy Awards. Just now make one for gaming, because it's that weird thing that I'm like, you're not technically speaking wrong, but again, like I'm going to talk about right now, because we kind of have an idea of what a little bit what's like we have for the Game Awards and how things are slightly done. And I'm just gonna say this: it's kind of like the Oscars a little bit, where things do get submitted out there, things get shortlisted, and then it's like you kind of go from there. So I'm like, so like the Oscars, where they're like, oh, we don't have to watch the film. I just gotta say that I watched it. I'm like, okay. And part of it's a little bit of you knowing who do you know, who do you not know. So I could find the clip, but it's on Twitter. I don't like Alana Pierce, but she's got a video out there. I don't know whether she's telling the truth or not, but it's still is there to say like who's the sponsors, who's all on the panel. So I'm like, again, it's like the Oscars and Golden Globes and all the other
yeah,
award shows out there. So I get it. But if you want to highlight the motion capture side of thing, please create your own separate award show for that with the creative side of things. Because that actually would be cool to highlight, or things that people may not appreciate about gaming, of the old man hours, technology, getting things to look just
yeah,
as good as you want it to be. Because I'll be fine with that. I would be fine with that. That'll be a win-win for everybody.
yeah. Award shows used to mean something. Yeah,
But now they don't.
yeah. I mean, you know why they call them the Grammys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the gramophone record player.
um,
Uh, if the phonograph record player was actually the one that won out, we would be calling them the Phonies Awards.
Oh, that's a
that's
good one.
very true.
That's a good one, but that's true. That's why you see the same people nominate over years and years ago. Heck, even at the Grammy Awards, again, we see the same video games again. Seem to
Yep,
be like Ubisoft and a couple of other gaming companies again.
yep,
I'm like, but these aren't the best one. But the uproar that Clear Obscure, I'm like, oh my god, I'm almost sick of Clear Obscure. Heck, one of the weird reception right now is that Clear Obscure was nominated so much. It's like, are we just going to ignore all the other games out there? Maybe you need to put more people in there so they have a fair chance. So that's what
yep.
they had to do for the Oscars for a couple of them. But again, it's just to appease them. So it's up to Jeff and everybody else. But I'm gonna move on for this. So
Yeah.
so
I
I've
like
got
to
some
I like
bad.
to add.
I got a
Oh,
good cartoon news. I got a good cartoon news actually from the creator of El Tigre in the Book of Life. Greg George over here teaches Speedy Gonzalez film development at Warner
ooh.
Pictures Animation. So
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be
so they learned their
great.
lesson. You learned your lesson that we wanted these Looney Tunes characters. You learned your lesson. Now, don't cancel this like Netflix did with his kung fu stuff that we were supposed to be getting.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
really.
Netflix. But this is a good man for your project, actually, because I love El Tigre. The Book of Life was a good movie, a little bit underrated, but very good. So this will be interesting.
I
Now,
I
please
just
don't make
like
me
the
laugh like
fact
I did
that
Superman.
I just like the fact that Speedy Gonzalez is getting some love.
I love Speedy. Speedy's my favorite
Yes.
freaking character.
Yeah,
I love Speedy.
yeah. Who doesn't? It's just these people that he's a stereotype racist
And
thing,
as
and
a
it's like
Spanish person,
whatever
he's so.
BS.
I'm Spanish. We
Yeah,
love Speedy Gonzales.
We have
yeah.
one right. We have one right
You
here.
know
Our
who
very own
you know who
Silent
says
Joker,
that? I
and he's
yeah
not offended. He loves the character. He's not
yeah.
offended.
No, I'm saying the truth is that it's not you that says it or your peers in your community. It's the white people,
Oh, yeah, he said that word. Here they come. No, 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 no. Like,
Yeah,
no, he's not wrong. It's these
yeah.
people who get easily offended by stuff, and it's like,
right?
Shut up and go to sleep.
So this is kind of cool. So, kind of saw this. So, thank you to one of my good friends uh, for oh, come on, seriously. Thank you, Namco, for telling me about this again. So I'm like, I'm right. I should get to that. I should talk about this. But if you want some more, one of them is sad. The other two are you can debate about this. Three Netflix animation shows are now canceled. The horrific Good Times is canceled. Good, good,
Yes.
terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible. I'm like,
Exploding Kittens after one season is canceled. I'm a little sad about this one because I'm 50-50 about it, but I also liked it, but also I kind of got through going like, all right, but I like the concept. I wish it was written better. The jokes didn't quite land. I
Yeah.
think about 75% of the jokes did land, but the rare 25% did land. I'm like, okay, I
this
liked
looks
it.
like it looked like an attempt of Jackass, the cat version of Jackass.
Tom from Lucifer was God Cat, so he was funny at least, and I kind of liked a little bit of hell and heaven's relationship was a little bit. So I'm like, that's cute. The story arc could have been a little better, but then they ended with that big cliffhanger of the kittens coming out from the sky, and it's like, what's gonna happen now? But it got canceled. But the one once again, Zack Snyder quite can't catch a break, along with his team, is that Twilight of the Gods has been canceled.
Oh,
After
boy.
this one, I feel more Netflix had something here, and they were
It,
like, cancel it. I love the Norse mythology. It worked. The
yes.
art style in the show was. I got to show you guys the art style because you guys wanted something fresh. You because I know who's here, and they were working on stuff for season two. This had some really good art style to it for some of the stuff. There's some really gorgeous sceneries. I love the cast who they all have here. Like this is a important scene in the show where they have to go get something from the tree for one of the gods to help them fight against
Mm.
Thor and a few others. They had an all-star cast here. Even this person right here, I didn't recognize him at first until I'm like, oh, they're the person from Sense 8. And they were one of the new Hellraiser for Hulu, whose voice is just like, wow. They really had a really good like Loki was the scene stealer as usual. His actor every time he was on screen, I was like, that voice was just so It's amazing. It was awesome. I liked who they all casted here for this. Like, oh god, I'm gonna miss the show. The show was good. They had something here. Yes, the trailer had a lot of swearing in it, but the show didn't have that much swearing. It was very good, very violent too. So it was beautiful. Like I love how she comes in, and also her families are giants. So when he sees them, he's like, "And you're my race," because the giants saved her. So I'm like, that was cool and everything. So also got a little not safe for work because I'm like, they allow this on Netflix? Huh? They did. So Namco would say they cooked. I'm like, they cooked a little bit too much for me, but I liked it. Different take on Norse mythology. Love the art style. They had Hans Zimmerman doing the music with another gentleman. What was his name again? Let me just go over. I don't like when I open too many tabs. These two gentlemen right over here. Yeah, Han, Omer, and Steven, they all did the music. Wonderful. And they had Jay Oliver here. Jay Oliver.
Yeah, they had Jay Oliver of all people.
They had some really good people on this, and it's like it's a damn shame it didn't continue. And the studio's animating this was awesome. Like even this French studio working on it, it's like this is fresh. Why didn't it continue? Well, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, sadly. So I'm sad that got canceled, but if Netflix was just looking at stuff, it's like, oh, we gotta cancel it. But like these two were fine for being canceled. This one I could have been with one more, but they should have given Twilight of the Gods at least one more special episode because I was wondering like how are they gonna handle a few things with the plot line, and there's stuff that's left open for like for season 2 and maybe in third season, but you win some, you lose some. The Greek Saga ended for a different studio, which I was happy it did end. Yes, they planned like 2 more seasons, but they could come back to that later and like do another season. But
This looks like, yeah, the Good Times one. It looks like a Proud Family ripoff.
it was horrible.
Like,
I didn't even watch one episode, but everyone who
blatant.
kept watching it said that was a worthless reboot. Godcat or Exploding Kittens could have been a little bit better, but Twilight was one. It's like, come on, you can't save one project. You sell the entirety Army of the Dead. Rebel Moon is gone. / Zach is trying to bring it back to see it after if the last photograph would work. But then this right here, it's like this was a good one. I know it may not have been number one in USA, but it was number one in 60 countries. So those other countries over there at least saved it. So you could have done something, but it's Netflix, the usual cancellations left and right. And despite us saying that there's some good animation stuff on Netflix, I think they missed out on Twilight. Someone can argue saying that we're not missing that much out, but come on, man, I could had at least one more chance. One more chance, but so far that's how it goes. So, so I was close, but no cigar, and I got one. Yes, here are the Mummy fans.
Yes,
Yes, we confirm right now. He is returning for Mummy 4. I've been waiting 20 years for this call. Now it's time to give the fans what they want. Now bring her back, please.
She's
Bring
coming
her
back. She is coming back. So we have almost everybody here. Arnold Vuzel is coming back, and Patricia is coming back. So, from my understanding, the consensus is it looks like it's going to.
They're going to ignore Dragon Emperor because Brandon's came out in interviews saying that the only reason why they were in China was because the Olympics were in China, so they put the new film in China. I'm like, not a bad call, but the movie was not very good.
Hey, on Sethas, yeah, I could probably.
If you want to join, come right in. Go right ahead. We'd like to have more people. So,
on Sethas, if you're still in here, I'm about to drop the link. Uh, so I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for for this coming because I would like to see and I thought when Brandon Fraser made the comeback, I'm like, okay, let's get a proper mummy movie. Let's get a proper one. Third was terrible. And also without Rachel, it fell flat. It fell flat. And
There
it's
was
like
no chemistry there. The castle felt weird. Why is there a why is there a mummy in China? Or it's like, why is the mummy trying to get? I mean, Jet Li, what happened to you? He wouldn't be
right.
doing the sorcery stuff. If you had Jet Li, you should have said, Jet, just fight him. It would have been funny, Jet Li dodging all the Tommy gun bullets. That would have saved the film if he just did that.
We're gonna pretend that one does not exist. We're gonna pretend that one did not exist. That was
We don't talk about the Dark Universe. So that failed in one movie. And all the other Dark Universe movies, two movies, because they try to do with Dracula Untold. Still like it for what it is, but failed at box office. They try to do that with the Mummy movie with Tom Cruise. I don't believe the theory that it was Tom Cruise who took the screenplay and said focus on me. I think that was studio meddling and saying we should focus on Tom.
Usually is.
It probably was studio meddling.
It's usually studio meddling.
Oh,
hey Lilith.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Shit.
There you are. Yeah.
Hi, Jeremiah.
On,
Hi, Joker. Hi, Enemy Knight.
Hello.
hi.
Oh, it's Lilith and the. Wow, hello.
Well, here's the thing about the Mummy movies. It came out when I was like a 13-year-old teenager, and I really liked it. It was really good. The first one was. The second one was decent. The third one was crap, and then they did a big mistake, making a remake with Tom Cruise, and they had all the money in the world, but it was just crap. And I don't think that Brandon Fraser deserves the scorn he got. Um, yeah, but that's just me. I liked him very much. Um, in my
I feel like
teenage.
Brandon Fraser's one-liner in The Mummy too of "Go to hell and take your friends with you." I'm like, all right, that was a good. That was a good one-liner by Fraser. He
Yep,
channeled it.
all the here come the fangirls. Here come the fangirls. The panties
Yes,
are all
yes.
wet and everything.
I know.
Yeah, I need to admit it. I was having the wet sushi for him. Yes, yes.
Fraser was a good actor. I will give him his flowers. He had probably was some of the best career comeback because he was just in good project after good project, and then there's that darn The Whale adaptation by Darren Aronofsky. Darren knows how to pull a freaking performance out of people. Look at Mickey Rooney because he won the Oscar, not the Golden Globe for the wrestler, and even he said, I was almost out of the industry, but thanks to Darren and a good producing friends and got him on the movie, and he said, Darren, you're a one talented son of a gun out there, and he thanked Darren for hiring him and having the absolute trust, and yes, he should have gotten the Oscar too, but winning a Golden Globe was like, dude, holy shit. Like
This is good, right?
good. And then when The Whale came around, I was like, all right, let me go see this movie because I finally got the Oscar movies, and
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw that over the Flampoles because I kid you not, this is one of those movies in the movie theaters. I actually legit cried at the end.
Oh, it's okay to cry. It's okay.
It was so good because I wanted to cry at this at one of the moments. One of the moments I actually did want to cry because the film was building up nicely that I actually wanted to cry at the line that he says in The Whale is
Mhm.
I say this line all the time because I can't do it good as him is the I need to know I've done one thing right with my life. At that moment, I'm ready to cry, man, because you can tell that he put his heart into that line. He knew what lines to emphasize, and it's like, shit. At that part of the movie, you just feel bad. It's like, just someone tell him yes, but how Darren
No,
directed the movie, how
it
he
was a
acted,
job well done. It
it's
was a
like
job well
he
done
just gave up.
from
It's
the
like
acting standpoint.
deflated. It's
Definitely.
like,
You you
and then
saying
the
Mickey
big
Here's
part at
Rooney?
the
the
end,
thing
which
about
I
movies.
discussed it earlier.
You want to have emotions. You want to feel good and actually at the end of the day cry, because the real world is nasty as fucking fuck. That's why
Hmm.
we go to the movies, and they will show us how it could be or how it should be, and there will be tears. So I will not fault anyone ever for getting emotional if they do a good job. Okay.
But it's that ending scene that got me because I'm like, all right, this is it. This is the finale where he's slowly dying, doesn't have much time left, and but throughout the entire film, we had all this rain, and then when they walked out, when they kept walking out the door, I loved the little detail them always walking the door until it was raining. But this last day, we were like in this beautiful golden yellows and browns, and then when Sadie walks out the door, Ellie, and it's like that last Ellie. I'm just like this Sadie actor because it's because the door opens, you finally hear the wind finally come in. I love that little detail about that. It's
Wait,
almost like the wind saying
Hey,
Ellie
it's
is well.
beautiful.
It like
What
comes in,
can you
just
say?
cries. She's like, "Daddy, please." I'm like, "Oh God, no!" And as she's reading her
yeah,
essay she
20,
wrote, that her dad keeps saying
2014.
that I love this essay. It's a great essay. You're a good person. And it's like
Yeah.
that's when the tears started, man, because I'm like, no, so I know what this is, and how he starts to walk again, and it's like finally he reached the daughter and everything. He's finally got that one good thing, and it was just beautiful, man. At that moment, I just started to cry. I was like, I remember it was the last one out of the theater. The employees are
I
waiting for me,
understand.
but I told that employee he's gonna win, and I was freaking right. He won. He's gonna win. I'm like, damn, that was a beautiful scene and like just
Mhm.
a perfect ending.
And
And when it
here,
was on
and
Netflix, actually, not too long ago, I showed the movie to my parents. They were disgusted by the first scene they saw. I'm like, it's only one scene. But as they kept on watching, they're like, it's pretty slow. I'm like, no, no, it gets better. Keep on watching. I'm like, it's a drama. They're meant to be slow. And by the end of that film, got to the end again, it's that darn same scene again, and started to cry. I'm like, I told them, that's how you win, man. That's how you win an Oscar. But that's how great of an actor he was, how great the screenplay was, and how
Mm.
Darren's direction just pulled you in, and you're just like, wow, what a film.
Yeah, I need to admit I'm a big crybaby. I always cry at good media, movie series, what you have, anime. If there is a real human display of kindness and honor and things like that, I will have tears in my eyes like a little crybaby. Because here's the disconnect. I don't want to bring this down to a dark void or anything, but the reality of things, humans in real life are way more nasty, and life is way more nasty. Um,
Yeah.
and here we are, trying to enjoy our media and how it should be, how it could be, and that always makes me tear-eyed. I'm sorry, but yeah, maybe it's just a female emotional thing, but I think it's not. I think every human being will cry at the good things displayed. It is just a natural reaction, and yeah, I
Oh,
admit it. I'm a bit of a crybaby.
well,
Yeah,
crying is whether you're joyful or sad. It doesn't matter either way. It's not a
No,
bad
no,
thing.
no, sorry, Jeremiah. There's a big difference between crying for joy,
Well,
that is a
yeah,
good
I
thing,
say
and
I'm
crying
not
for
saying there's
sadness.
not a difference. I'm saying there's those two types of crying, and people don't realize that. You could be
Oh,
crying because you're joyful,
True.
but people don't think of it as much as they do think of the people who cry when they're sad.
oh,
You
okay,
know.
I get you, I get you. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point to make. Because there is a big difference between crying
Yeah.
for joy. You cry for it's called in German Weltschmerz. Um, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
You cry for something good, and
Yeah.
it is actually a good thing, and then you will cry because you're devastated because it's
Right.
bad. So yeah, thank you making this clear. Yeah, of course, there's a
Yeah.
distinction. Oh, they are both gone. Why are you gone?
What?
No, no, Anime Night and Silent Joker are gone.
Yeah.
No,
When I
we're
No,
call it
still
they're
here.
video
We're
here.
games,
still here.
it's either something that like that hits me, or I still remember Violet Evergarden, the movie, which was the end of the light novel they adapted into the movie. I was like, all right, I know I cried for Violet multiple different times with shows, runtime, and I'm like, I was waiting because also that was the movie the the animators who sadly passed away in that horrific fires. Like this is their last movie, the last projects they ever worked on, and
Yeah.
I was watching it for them as well. It
Mm,
was like I was looking at, man, everything looks beautiful, nice, but to me, the scene that made me cry was actually the phone call scene near the end of the movie because, one of
Right.
the characters was a doll, and she's like, "Look, that when that tower's done, it's gonna be take away my job, so no more ghostwriters or the auto memory dolls, at least." And when she got there to that sick boy that was dying to make the phone call to his friend, it's like it was a nice, beautiful scene. It's like, hey, she got to be a doll, but also at the same time, we knew
Yeah.
that character was slowly dying, and when he passed away, it's like you feel it right then with the characters and with the audience. And I
Yeah.
was,
yeah,
yeah,
that's so
you
true.
can say one
I have
last
a
thing.
question for
That's
the
part of
panel.
being attached to the movie and everything. I
Exactly,
mean,
I was attached, and then
That's what it needs to be.
it made me cry as
I mean, that's what art is all about. That's what
yeah.
stories and sagas are all about.
well.
They
As
need
Robin
to
Williams
keep
once
the
quoted,
world. It
was
needs
somebody
to
else
pull
who
you
quoted
in.
that. As Robin Williams once said that he quoted somebody else, we're capturing moments, and it happened then.
Right.
And that's what happened.
Mm,
They captured the moment, and it happened then. So it's like,
mm,
damn,
mm, mm.
the gods.
Yeah. It almost
Here's a
reminds me
question
of
for the
what
panel.
Shakespeare said about life is a play and we're just actors in it. You know.
Oh, yeah, that's a kind of smart quote. I admit
One
that.
minute.
1 minute.
Oh yeah.
That's 60 seconds. I have a question for the panel. Did you watch Arcane, the first season? Because for
Yes,
some
the first
reason it did make me cry at times. It really touched my soul. I didn't like the season two very much at a certain point, but season one was really good to me, and it really resonated with me, and I did have my crybaby phases watching it. Anyone else did have that experience, or am I the odd one left
no,
out?
I think I cried for Arcane in season 2 in episode 6, where I do rightfully want to say I think that's the episode they should have ended season 2 on, and then 7 be the bonus, and then get a proper season 3, because
Hmm.
I still think season 2 was rushed near the end.
Yeah, it was it
How
was.
was it
I
today?
was I was enjoying it to episode 5 or 6,
Need to
and then
see.
I got pissed. Then I really got pissed. And here's a funny thing about me. Um, I really got pissed because they cut Princess hair. That is not acceptable. That is non-acceptable. Making her hair short, that's bullshit. Making Warwick this weird thing is bullshit. I was playing fucking League of Legends since fucking season one. So yeah, I have some coins on this. and it really pissed me off. Okay, but season one was a masterwork, and it made me cry many times for many reasons. I just wanted to compare if you think the same or not. I mean, I don't know if you are League of Legends players or not. How would I know? But I
Not the
was.
biggest league guy. I do appreciate the cosplays for League. I do appreciate what League has done for a lot of stuff. They do have a lot of, well, honestly, they have a lot of great animation stuff that are literally just music videos. So, like, I can appreciate on that level a lot. Literally, Arcane is
Oh,
basically like one giant
oh,
music video in the best way possible. So I also appreciate it in that category in that sense as well. But I'm not the biggest League guy, but I appreciate what it's done. But
Oh yeah, okay, I understand. I personally think that if you were a person that played this game for decades, that this series really hits hard, especially if your main is Jinx. Like Jinx was my main. Yeah. This series really hit me like a truck, like a ton of bricks. It was very interesting. Um, how much emotion came out just watching it. I think it was actually kind of a masterwork. I'm so disappointed in season two though, and now I'm fearful of season three because it went so bad.
I think that's just because they act well. They have admitted they took season three in a season two in a slightly different direction, which is like I don't
Season
blame
three is not
them,
out
but
yet.
I
It's
think
just
they really should have focused on like I said, that season six, episode six of season two was the end of season two. I would have said that would have been a great spot to stop for a while, build up to what the actual climax could have been, because there was a lot of plot lines in season two that's like this didn't get explained, this got dropped, what happened to her brother showing up, what happened to some of the factions that went by, to did they explain some of the stuff? So that's why I count season two to be ending at six for me, seven being the special episode, and then stopping right there. But I've heard rumors. There's like this rumor went around for a while that they were going to do more episodes for season two. Well, at least to fill in those blanks. But I don't know. But for me, as long as season three for Arcane is just a different set of characters, I would be fine with that. To say we've seen Piltover and Zahn for a while. I think
yeah.
to get different characters and different storylines going. So, and say we'll get back to that crew. Let's say let her rest for a while and then get back to those crew later. So, it depends on what the writers want.
Yeah, I was in the understanding that there will be the arc of Piltover, and then they will change to whatever Noxia or some other place. I always expected this to happen, and I welcome it very much so. But they really fucked up the ending here. I mean, why would you make Jinx have short hairs? What the fuck? I mean, there are so many short-haired characters, and why would you take away the longest hairs in the game? Mm, I was really not pleased with that. That just pissed me off. I can't help myself. I really got pissed because there was the prison scene where her hair was undone. She didn't have braids, and it was laid out, and it was such nice hairs. I would even be envy of because my hairs are very long, but not that long, and I was envy of this. And then they take it away. Chinks having long hairs is mandatory. There is no way around it. I mean, having this weird alternate thingy where she dates
Echo,
what's his name? Echo.
Echo,
Yeah,
Echo.
and then she has the short hairs in this vision. It's
I
okay,
also like that it was a
but
good
make it for
relationship.
real. That's not okay. I'm sorry. I really
I
got
think to
pissed.
explore that reality in another 2 episodes, I think that would have been more justifiable to see how everybody would be a little different. But everyone's gonna be a little bit more different. So I did get big one giant, another big giant. Finally, there's some progress being made with this live action Gundam movie. We have actor Noah Centineo is in talks to star in the live action Gundam movie alongside anime's favorite actress, Sydney Sweeney.
There will be Sweeney's.
So Jim
Yeah.
Mitchell, who wrote and showran Netflix's Sweet Tooth, a great series, by the way, on Netflix. This is an adaptation of the Sweet Tooth comic book. Very good show. 3 seasons. They completed the story. If you've watched Sweet Tooth, I will highly recommend that. It's directing the
Yeah.
adaptation of the classic anime. The actor who this the actor who's a it has who is already shooting the Street Fighter movie for Legendary is in talks to reteam with the company for its live action big budget adaptation for Gundam. If the deal makes, the actor would join Swinning Sweeney to top line the sci-fi feature being directed by Jim Mitchell. So I think if they do this correctly, in my opinion, because the only thing we've ever really gotten from this, the
Hmm.
from ever Gundam from many years. No, I'm not talking about the Canadian adaptation. We don't talk about that one. Was always this still image that this is like the only like still image like to this day that we've ever gotten from it, and this is when Netflix used to own the rights to it, to the well, he's co-producing it with Netflix and Legendary. So now it's being moved completely to Legendary with no involvement with Netflix. So take that for what you will. And like this is like the only thing we've ever gotten. I was like, didn't look that bad because it's from Industrial Light and Magic. So I mean, the white devil looked pretty good here. I'm like, okay, I don't like the scenery, but I'm like, it looked intimidating. Like someone, because you can easily see somebody get in the cockpit, get ready. It's like, get out of there. And the gun that comes on, it's like, now we're getting out of here. So, so for that, it's not a bad promotional image to see that it's coming in the future.
Yeah.
But going back to this, I think I can see both these candidates working for both the lead male and female. I'm gonna say this: I've only seen a couple of Gundams. I'm watching the movie film compilations of season one. I've seen bits of Gundam Iron Blood Orphans before that was removed from Netflix. I've seen the Unreal Engine 4 adaptation of Gundam, an interesting concept, by the way, that's on Netflix. It could be a little better, could be a little longer. And the only other Gundam I've ever watched was oh yeah, that's right. I'm watching oh my god, hold on, it's on the tip of my tongue. Gundam Seed right now. Ironically,
Yeah. You
so
know, I was thinking Gundam Seed before you said it.
yeah, it was like Gundam Seed. That's on Netflix right now, along with both season and the movie. And ironically, I have a Gundam Seed character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have a Gundam Seed
Cool.
character. She's up here. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I bought this a while back again. So
Lacus.
so thank you. That's the name.
Yeah.
So she was there.
Yeah,
So I at least
I
have
have
one
her I
Gundam
have
character.
her up
So
there. I have her up there at Flay. I have Laminur, I think that's her name.
hopefully she
I
doesn't fall
can't tell.
again. Because those
Oh
darn
god.
figures.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed how many
If you
times my Nami figure. Amazed by how many times my Nami figure has fallen, and she's still in one piece.
and you know what's
Monkey,
crazy is that
Luffy.
we didn't get these games that they made for these series of anime in America, like Gundam games and everything on the Super Famicom and everything. Even the Famicom had some Gundam games. You know,
Yeah, okay, you can sue me, but I'm not a fan of docking. I'm sorry. I don't like the mechanized. Okay, here's the thing. Remember watching One Piece? Yeah,
yeah.
Nami and Robin. They are always very disappointed and very like meh when Frankie and Chopper and Usopp makes the talking and going on the tech. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I
I'm sorry.
mean,
I
not
love
every
anime,
anime
but
is
I
for
don't love
everybody.
the mecha anime.
Not
That's just
not every.
that's boy stuff. That's boy stuff.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm a
that's what it
tomboy,
is.
but that is going too far. That
Yeah.
is not my fucking kind of deal.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying there's a lot of games for the Nintendo systems
Oh,
back in
that's
the
true.
day that we didn't get because back in the '80s, they weren't thinking we would like the anime stuff, and let alone and we got some, but we didn't get everything that they got in Japan. You know,
That's true.
you
That's
know,
so
if you look at Common Rider and everything else, a lot of those shows were actually made into video games. You know,
There are some interesting concepts for video games that they have. Like one of the Kamen Rider games is literally like their take of Resident Evil with them, like which is pretty cool actually.
I don't
And
have that one. I
it's
have
actually
I
a pretty cool
have
one.
the
There's
I
also
have the
Gato, the
Famicom
band that
Disk
made.
System game from 1988. Um, Common Rider Black, uh, um,
oh,
Conflict
that's cool.
Shadow Moon. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. It's I mean, it's pretty good as in you have issues with the
Wait a
controls,
second, John.
but
Why do you have so much nice stuff?
because I bought it. I imported it.
Okay,
Hey, you need to watch out for his collection. He has really nice stuff.
anime.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What you
there's
see on your
stuff in there
screen
that
is one
like
of the
you
games I
can
have
the
that
rest too.
that didn't come out in America neither.
Yeah, some stuff is finally getting fan preserves due to
Yeah.
emulation, so that is a good thing. But sometimes I just wish some of these anime with these Japanese video game companies for video games on the speaking side that stop making these arena fighters. Go back to
Yeah,
what
for
made
real.
the actual stuff good. Like there's a great Gato video game that you can actually once you beat it, you can go through the boss gauntlet and actually customize how they behave and act. So literally for you, when
Oh,
you face the final boss in that boss gauntlet, you can literally die in 1 to 2 hits without you even realizing it. So you can customize
Damn.
your experience. Okay, Sunflower, if you're going for the Mummies movies, I do recommend you watch the classic Universal Dark Monster movie first, because that is a masterpiece. But if you want something that's good, cheesy, fun, the first two Brandon Fraser movies, those are very good to watch. You avoid the Tom Cruise movie at all cost.
oh yeah.
Yep, the first Mummy movie's on Tubi because oh my god, it was the classic,
Uh,
classic. Oh my god, oh, what I watched from Iron Blood Orphans, it's very good, very excellent, and I especially
I
love the
liked
one of the orphans in
Code.
the first
I
episode.
liked Code Geass because it had kind of a Death Note vibe about it,
I did
and
not like Code
it
for
did
a very good
had
reason.
the docking robot kind of thingies, but I didn't care about that. I cared more about yeah well
There's a reason why I don't like Code
the
Geass.
Death Note
The
vibe
story they
about it.
told. I liked it.
It was a decent anime. But most
Uh,
of the time I will watch animes like I don't know Berserk, Goblin Slayer,
oh gosh,
Shingeki no
I gotta
Kyojin.
go for Light Novel. God,
I like the blades. I like the
yeah.
blades. There's that, and I like the violence very much. If there is a nice battle flow, I mean, I grew up with watching Naruto and Bleach. Um, so yeah, I was like acting like a boy watching all the shonen. I didn't like Dragon Ball too much. I mean, I read the mangas, but I didn't like the series. It was drawn out and stuff like that. And here's the thing: I never liked the style of the drawings. But there were some good fights. But yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm stop talking now. um. Okay. 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 No. 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 I'm gonna derail this shit now. Does anyone here is able to call out which their favorite anime is? Do we have a number one, or is that too much? Because it is a hard ask. But do you have a number one anime of all time?
For me, it would be Sailor Moon for me. That'd be my number one. I
Damn, you surprised me.
well, it was my first anime that I watched growing up when I first saw
Right.
Toonami. It was the
I
world
couldn't
premiere.
find what I wanted to look for.
I like his answer because it is based on nostalgia and the exposure to anime in the first place. So yeah, it's very valid. A very interesting choice, Anime Night. That's why you are the Anime Night. Anyone else has a one? Because that's a hard. It is a hard ask. I'm aware of this because I myself am unsure which to pick. But I think I know which my favorite is. Hmm. Yeah, I
Hmm.
said I will derail it.
Probably gonna have to say
I don't
mine.
know.
Oof.
Oh,
I would say it's Berserk.
can
Damn, that's a good choice. Ah, yeah, that's a good
And the
choice.
tie for number one as well would be.
Hmm.
Come on, what was it? Hold on a second. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, what I was looking for was
Samurai Champloo.
something
Yeah, there you
can't
go.
find it.
Samurai
Oh, Samurai
Champloo.
Champloo was
Yeah.
really good. The battle flow was glorious. Damn. And the interactions with the characters, the dialogue, the souls. Yeah, it was a very good anime. It definitely is in my top 10. Definitely. But it is not my favorite. But it is really good. The battle flow was glorious. Here's the thing about me. I like animes that have good battle flow. If you understand the meaning of these words, there needs to be combat that is just nice to watch. For real, for real. Um, then end of the day, my favorite movie. I'm so stupid. My favorite anime is not really having that much of a battle flow. It's more like just plain despair. Okay. Oh no, no. Where did Jeremiah go? What
Probably,
he is here.
there he's got the
He
Wi Fi
probably he
disconnected,
probably
but he also will be back. So, since
he,
we still got a little time before we call it,
Okay,
uh,
okay. I will announce my favorite anime. It's Elfenlied. You ever
ooh,
watched it?
ooh.
That's my favorite. Mm-hmm. Um, I watched so many good animes over the time that would rival it, but end of the day, it still stands strong as my favorite because that one touched me so much in my soul. This this whole situation, how they wrote it, how they made this, the in really genius way of making up this story in the first place was just it just connected too much. Um, Nothing beat it yet. I'm sorry, but I love Shingeki no Kyojin. It is a very good anime. It is so well drawn. The production value is over the top, and it has a good arc and even a good ending that makes you think. Um, Demon Slayer, for example, when you go for a newer one, is really good. So is Jujutsu Kaisen, or I don't know, Dorohedoro. There are many good new ones. That's the thing about Eastern entertainment. They push out good stuff all the time, while Western entertainment is just a platform for the fucking freaks now. There is a difference, but here I am fucking almost 42 years old and still thinking that Elfenlied is my favorite. I just cannot help it. I mean, I like Death Note too, of course. Everyone did. But it doesn't compare. The deepness of this, the scene with the little doggy, um, yeah, it's just, I connect to it on a really deep level. I think I don't know what to say, but just I'm so gonna say this. You, you. Yeah. No, no,
uh,
no. It's about a very evil.
Hey
Uh,
there.
Okay. How are you back? Hi, Jeremiah. So
I
you need
was
to
looking for
tell
something
what your
and I couldn't
favorite.
find it.
I see. I see. Yeah, I
I had to
talk too
come
much
back
anyway.
and everything because I'm on my iPhone. But let's
So,
move.
do you
Yes.
have, Jeremiah Norris, do you have a favorite anime or not?
Well, I wanted to share this game that y'all probably never saw before. Um, it's the Famicom Jump or the Famicom.
let's see. Still there?
you still there, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I'm
But
still here.
but uh, it- so yeah, and Joker's right.
Yeah, I'm
We
still
never.
here.
Oh, good, good,
That
good.
Okay, I
that's the
thought he was going to
that
show
this
something.
is the image of the game I was looking for.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought
okay,
he was
I see.
actually show something. So, okay, so we got a little time. So I did promise
I'm
this.
sorry.
No, no, you good. Didn't know what he was doing. So it was Colossal Con
Oh
a
yes,
couple
go
weeks
ahead,
back,
Joker.
though.
You had the floor. Go
So
ahead.
I was at Colossal Con North in the wonderful Wisconsin Dell, the Kalahari Resort. So that's why we didn't do Nightcast to watch uh, dot, dot hack. So I was busy with a good friend of mine. We were having a bunch of fun. So a lot of good times, good memories. So Colossal Con North. So we got to reverse that just a little bit. There we go. A little bit. So that's where
Okay.
I was at. So, and I said that I'm going to show exactly what I have all the way back there. So we'll get started on some of the stuff that I bought from Vendor Hall. And he's like, "Well, what were you putting your soda into?" I'm like, well, I finally finished it off. So,
Cool.
Ooh.
so
That's
I
awesome.
bought a coffee mug. I kind of kept asking, like, "Is this safe to drink?" She's like, "Oh yeah, we've been doing this like for the years of making stuff like this for 400 years, but that's why we're all so okay for drinking out of coffee mug." So I'm like, good.
That's
Now
pretty
it
badass.
does look intimidating at first, like going back through Artist Alley and be like, do I pick this up? Is it drinkable? Is it fragile? Is like this is like no, it's perfectly fine. You can hold it in your hand, put your drink in it. And I saw JoJo Bizarre Adventure. I'm like, oh my god, I see my favorite character, so I'm like, yes, I need to get this right away. But it wasn't just coffee mugs she sells. You can actually buy yourself some coasters. So here's Maki from Chainsaw Man. I was like, oh my! I know it looks intimidating, but it's really
That's
beautiful.
cool stuff.
This was probably the most expensive stuff I've got because it is. Remember, it's all handcrafted. It's all the wonderful stuff for those who have attempted to make this before. You know how expensive it can get.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh, good Lord. So I even got a notification on my phone saying that, yeah, we see this a really high charge to your credit card. Are you sure that's you? I'm like, yeah, it's
I
me.
had that too from time to time.
Don't
I-
worry about it. So because I'm actually gonna give, I've asked her. I'm like, because I asked this artist. I'm like, where can I find you? Because I want you to show this. Because I said I'll
yes.
give you a shout out because with my friend Anime Night 1992. So
that's
if
so
you want to know where I
sweet.
got this, this is Anime Creamix. So this is her Instagram, and I'll add her right here. So I'll give her a quick follow. So this is me. My name is SJ45. You'll know me by my badge name. So thank you for these two wonderful stuff. So if you guys want to check out her Instagram, this is it right here on Instagram, and you can kind of check out like exactly what more she has right here. So just
Cool.
take a look at
that's
some of those
pretty.
details. Very pretty. So I said I'll give you a shout out. I'll promote the channel, promote your work a little bit, and like this stuff was really good.
Okay.
I know we know who loves Yu Yu Hakusho. We know who loves Yu Yu
Yeah,
Hakusho.
that looks awesome.
That's why I had my fan on because you're always freezing.
And I love promoting artists again. He's Fenry, so for those who like Fenry, so here you very much go. I know it looks intimidating, but it's a wonderful bot. It was a wonderful buy that I found. And I was like, I just might have to do this for those who do like Perfect Blue. I will show something.
Ooh, that's clean. That is clean.
I know, again, it looks intimidating, but when you get up there, I'm just like, dude, this is like, I want to buy one of these. So it was the most expensive. So again, even at the con, she gave us a discount. So wonderful. Here's again, like I said, that same Makima one. So love Maki. And if you want to see like the full display and gallery, here's more. So even if I photo frame stop this right here, you got see what you can find. Like Sailor Moon, I see some. Got Godzilla, I should say. So you see Dragon Ball up here and a few others. So this is for you. I want to promote you. I love your work. Then this is worth the money well spent that I spent at that con. Probably the most I spent at Artist Alley. Because the rest I'm going to show you is what I'm like, oh boy, what did I spend on? I spent a lot on autographs, photos, and some stuff I want to get. We'll do, get away from that one. We'll do one more. So here we go. Hunter x Hunter. So
that's so awesome. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the type of stuff we promote. We do the same thing with indies.
So for those,
we love doing this. We love doing this stuff because whether it's comics, whether it's comics, art, ceramics.
I wish you guys here. She's probably gonna watch us. Be like, this is pretty good. So.
And all kinds of things. We want to help you get your name out there. We want to help you, and we're more than willing to do this. It's free publicity, and I'm excited for this person. I love their work, and I'm
so again,
impressed.
Here's the name. It is Anime Premix right here on Instagram. So go ahead, give them a follow. Kind of the list of the cons they're kind of going to. So. Right there as well, so be on the lookout for them. Tell them that I sent you. My name is SJ45. Tell them that we'll wait to hear about me. We are called on Anime Nights channel, Nights of Knightcast. So, and tell her at the 2 hour 10 mark, I gave her the big shout
Hmm.
out. So, and I said I promised her. So I didn't forget my promise. So there you go. So wonderful. Good luck
That's cool.
and good luck. And like I said back here, there's more. So I got more, but that was the most expensive.
Okay.
All right, here we go. More
All
Claymore.
right.
I bought more Claymore manga volumes. I had the choice of like I
Ooh.
like. So at vendor hall, I'm like, you guys got Claymore? I was like, oh yeah, we got Claymore, or individual, or they offer the box set. But I already bought some Claymore mangas in the past, so I'm like, let me just get the individual stuff. So I got some more wonderful, beautiful mangas of Claymore. Always love these full cover spreads because I'm like, God, they're so good. So this cost me like $70 at best. So I'm like, yeah, but they're also Claymore, so they're gonna be in different prices and volumes. I think this one, for at the moment, it might be my favorite of the volumes, and next to covers, at least this one. So hooray for me! I'm still missing a lot more, but the collection goes on strong, my friends. We'll get to that in a little bit. I know because I got some more. Okay. So got more. Some money on the room for stuff. I did by myself a Japanese visual novel.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what this is. It's called Tale of the Girls, the Grove with the Season's Flower. It's a volume. So I'm like, oh, I'll buy this. It looks different. It can run on Windows here. So yay, hooray, huzzah. So that's what that one is for now. I bought the movie from Violet Evergarden, the movie. So I found this. I'm like, let me take
Violet Evergarden.
the movie.
Ooh.
So that's the last part of the light novel. So, and it was a beautiful send off. So yay, I found a copy. And as people know me for many years now, I still have my Jolene Cujo tattoo. So
All right.
found some big compendiums.
Oh, hey, cool.
Still in ocean. Again, they're a little bit more expensive. So with what I already bought with Claymore, I'm like, I'm only gonna buy 2 of these. So. And I'll get
Okay.
some more. And I always love Araki's artwork. They're just his
Those-
work just gets better and better.
It does. Over time, it's like, oh man, you're improving.
This is a man who
you're-
almost didn't make it, but I'm glad he made it in the end. So very wonderful. So wonderful. So hooray for me for JoJo.
Cool stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I got this one because I was debating what to get. There was a lot of stuff there for some DVDs and collections, so you have to be careful on what you're finding or in good condition. So I took a gamble with this one. So
Feast of.
it's called Feast of Armata. Feast of
Ooh.
Armata. They seal your memories. They take your own mind, and they will never leave you alone. A day trip turns to the ultimate nightmare when Tamahi Aki and Yui witness the shape of a woman falling from an abandoned apartment building, but as a trap, luring them into the Kabryu, a place where people disappear without a trace. Now they have to fight to escape, to survive. But as the fabric of time is shredded and looped by the monstrous things, inside the decaying complex, these 3 girls can no longer keep track of their own memories, or even which of them is still human, already dead, as they become the Feast of Armitage. So I'm like, okay, this is different. I have no idea what this is. It is an OVA, and it's only 48 minutes long. And I'm like, okay. I had stuff to try to find some Pat Labor stuff. They only had like a few episodes, but that's why you got to be careful because you never know what you're gonna find. It's either gonna be a great steal to not. I almost got Fate extra or one of the Fate stuff, so I was like, oh, it's so close. But I'm like, looking at the price tag and everything, I was like, ooh, do I get this now? Do I get it later? So that was like a big
That's you should see me and my roommate whenever we buy stuff from the convention, like when we're looking before we buy, we're like, do we want this? And she was contemplating the entire 3 days. It was hysterical. Oh man, the craziness of con.
guys are like this one. This is a
Oh,
band called Kazuha. So they're all the way from Japan, but they operate from Memphis, Tennessee. Legit
ooh.
band from Tennessee, wonderful.
Hey, Forge
And
Warhammer, what's up, buddy?
so there's the band called Kazuha, and there are all the members actually signing this.
Oh, you got their
All the
autographs.
shows are for free where you can get your badge. So they play late at night. So I got this one because I have the other one already. So by this time they signed it all. So hooray, huzzah! They're great. They sing their own original songs on here as well. She's also a very great singer. They talk about a lot about life, love, loss a lot, but they also do some really cool covers from Guns N' Roses, and where they sing "Sweet Child of Mine." They will also sing "Don't Stop Believing" and a few others. So they are very good. Heck, the first time I saw them, she sang "Off to Never Neverland." She's got the voice, man. She's got the range for it, and they're great as well to do all this stuff. So they're always great to have, and they are a fan favorite. I gotta say, at least maybe over 50, maybe close to 90 people show up. At least around the 50 range, because it's a good sized room, and it gets bigger and bigger every year. So that I go to see them at the convention. Okay, all right. Now, I want to see some autographs. Here's the first one.
Oh, there you go.
Papa Near, Mr. Joe himself. And like I said, when I always walk up to these guys, I've always said that, dude, I want to say thank you so much for being Father Near. This game changed my opinion of all of entertainment. So thank you so much. And even he was like taken back. Was like, wait, this game changed you? I'm like, it did. I just want to say thank you. He was debating on where to sign this. I'm like, you'd always sign the white screen in the back. So we decided on here. And he's like, do you want Father Near or Papa Near? I'm like, just do Father. That's how I remember Near very much as well. But also,
I never played it. Now I'm
you should.
envy.
There are two
Yeah,
versions.
now I have a fat fucking envy now, because it sounds really good.
There are two versions of Nier in Japan. There's this one is actually called Nier Gestalt, and there's Nier Replicant. Replicant version 1.22 is what we have here in the West. That's available on the PS4, Xbox One, and a PC. When it first released in 2011, we got the Gestalt version. So this is the version we saw in the West for a very long time. They're both the same story, but it's just with a different protagonist. Either Nier over here is a father or he's the brother in Replicant. So take that for what you will. But the story will change. But because he's also in the Persona 5, so we add another one to the ever-growing list of getting autographs from Persona 5. So far, we got Morgana, Futaba, and we got Sojiro, and Sean is on the back. He's a little faded. I do apologize. But he's still salvageable for Mishi. So another one for the wonderful Persona 5 family. So I'm collecting them as we go. Oh, I forgot to show this off as well. You might be jealous, or Maddie might be jealous, but I got Gunbuster, the movie.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, play the clip. I know you want to play it.
Which one?
Hey,
You pick.
Joker. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I got some.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
You're saying,
got
Joe.
some that I have in my collection that I wanted to share with y'all as well. With
Hey,
my
Stream Hub,
camera.
what's up, buddy?
Okay.
Yeah, camera. Here we are.
I forgot. I also bought Vampire. Woo, gun. Woo. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. That's a
And
cool one
there's
right there.
2 VHS tapes of
Oh,
two great.
Wow. That's
old school.
That's back in time. God. Wow. Wow, my hair just turned like 50 shades of gray already.
Okay.
Not the 50 fucking gray of
Oh,
shades.
I forgot.
Oh, that's nasty. You nasty. Why?
Oh,
Why?
my God.
You're
That
bad
was
talk.
God.
Bad talk.
the
Go to the
original.
corner.
Oh, Joker,
It's a
Joker. Word of
Sentai.
advice. Word of advice, my friend. Remove the price tag next time. I learned that the hard way.
But yeah, but this is right there. This is like 29
I know,
bucks.
I know.
But this is the
That's
Oh.
actually
Sentai
pretty
version.
cool, though.
As a
That is the
collector's
Sentai
item,
version.
it's bad to remove the
I'm trying to get Black
stickers
Lagoon.
because it could ruin the value of the product.
So, like I said, I went with Sekirei. We figured this out
Oh,
over the years ago, for a while back ago.
hey,
And okay, let
hey.
me just do that quickly because it has my actual
Hey,
name on
Killer
it.
J.
So here it is.
Oh,
He's
you
using
actually.
it. She signed it.
Ah, I was
So
wondering how you did. That was my next question. Like, what did you do with the Rosario Vampire? How?
I just had her sign this, and I'm like, here you go. But I also said that get ready for a blast from the past. I did it.
You got it. He got. Is it the actual
Both
volume?
both Joe and Tia from Sekirei, they both signed this. Like I'm like, get ready for a blast from the past.
Yeah.
And they were like, Tia was like, oh my gosh, yes, I remember this one. But Joe over here, he's when I showed him this, I'm like, Joe, get ready for a blast from the past. Here's what he said. Get ready to laugh, guys. He's like, oh my god, you are pervy. I'm like, and I said, thank you, Netflix, for having this on. But Joe also said that this was his first harem anime he's ever done. Yes, yeah,
Cool.
yeah. This gentleman, Minato's actor, this was his first harem anime he's ever done. I'm like, really? That's impressive to know about it, actually. And yes, I did tell him the story about that. If you want Volume 5 physical, it's still $1,000.
Wow.
It went
Oh.
down lower to 500, but then I don't know if me just liking it, saying that because I'm waiting for Cyber Monday to happen, so things will get cheap. It went shot up back to 1,000. I'm like, you son of a gun. But we're not quite done yet with autographs, my friends.
Well,
Oh no, I'll save that one for later. That's a good one. Oh, by the way, I've also bought this as well
that's pretty
from
good.
Artist Alley. No, not Artist Alley. Cosplay Fair. There you go. Cosplay Fair is what we have for. Oh my gosh, do I have everything up here? Am I missing something? No. I shouldn't be because I know I put something with something else, but probably have to find it later. Or gosh. Oh, by the way, I found a new wallet, so I'm like, I bought a REM wallet. So
Yes, new wallet club.
oh,
I
there
put
we go. Here
everything
we
in my
go.
new wallet. I'm like,
Here's some more wonderful artwork.
ooh.
There was even somebody asking her, like, hey, do you do commissions and stuff? Like, I need somebody for blank and that. So if you do want to follow the artist, got it right here for those. I even got the QR code. So for those who have your phones out here and need to know, like, where I go, it is called Nix Urla. So here's your QR code. So good luck, scan it, find it, and then go from there. Go wild, go crazy. And I even got a card as well. So I'm like, I knew I had something in here to someone else. So there's that. Trying to be careful with everything else I got right around here. So, but we're not quite done yet with the autographs. So you got 2 more to go through because I.
Like finding the autograph. That now you know how I feel sometimes, Joker. It's like, I know I have it. I know it's signed.
I need to admit, I never understood the signing of
Name badge art.
things. That's why is
Hey,
that so
Patty.
valuable?
I'm hot.
I don't understand. I mean,
Well, for people like me and Joker, we've been fans of these people for a very long time, and it's not, and we don't see these people every day.
of
But
course,
when they do meetups at conventions, that's when you go and like geek out and share your culture and share the culture of the fandom with others, and you meet the uh and then you actually meet the people behind the talents of the anime, movies, and all that. It's a remarkable experience.
it's
Me
very
and
interesting to me because
it's more
I
of
think
the
I'm very weird like this.
it's more of the experience. Now I get there are scalpers out there, so yeah, they
No,
also
no,
Oh,
want.
I'm not
they
talking
are
about this. I'm
everywhere.
not talking about this. Here's the thing. Um, if I ever would attend a event like this, and I would go up to an artist that made something I like, I would just compare notes because it's fellow artist to fellow artist. It's just another human being, and his art is better than mine. And then I would ask for pointers or something like that. But I would not put them above me. Where I have the issue with. I'm weird like that because humans are just humans, and some are better at drawing and some are worse. I'm actually pretty good, but yeah, I would admit to his face, yeah, you're better than me, but I will not praise him for that or think he is now
Mm.
worth that. Yeah, you make a signature at some collectible I have, and now I'm happy. No, no, no. I would talk to him. Where are the pointers? Where can I prove? It's stuff like that. I'm Here's the thing. I actually met some celebrities and I treated them just like I would treat you or anyone else because they are just human beings. And the funny thing is, they like that.
Exactly that. Joker, go ahead, buddy.
I'm
Oh yeah.
sorry. I'm
You
sorry. I
know what I said
derailed.
that for Madeline Morris, I'm like, I don't know if I'm like I thought I was just gonna walk up to her, talk to her for a couple minutes, and say, yeah, like like you kind of do with Steve and a few others. But as I was looking through everything, suddenly something caught my eye, and I'm like, hey, I actually know that anime. I'm gonna buy that. That's their photo. From
Da!
Wars. She was Inca.
Eh,
She's Inca right here. She's Inca right here. And Ritsu's by Brittany Lott. So I'm like, I know that anime. She's like,
eh,
really? I'm like, yep. And I'm like, hell yeah. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, damn, there we go right there. So I'm like, and she told me she doesn't play crazy characters like these. I'm like, you don't? She's like, no, this is like when I get a chance. I'm like, she's going for it. And I said, like, when I'm watching the anime, I'm like, listening to this, I'm like, someone's having a lot of fun playing this character. And I'm like, that was great because I was gonna say, I'm sorry I don't know you from anything, but that's okay. I'm here to talk to you for a while. And because it's Fire Force, my other one's up there as well. I actually told the story how I met Christopher Winkman accidentally at. Because it was in Daisho Con 2019, where Kitsune Con is right now, and that was the last con ever for that season for the company ever. Long story short, I'm waiting for a friend, and I'm just watching all the beautiful cosplays go by. Look to my left. There's this guy walking by. He looks a little more fancy than us. Sees me wearing Sister Iris, and he's like, "Hey, Latum," and I'm like, "Latum." He's like, "Hey, thank you. Do you watch a show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're about to enter the Nether for Fire Force. It's this cool sniper battle, and then you learn a little bit more about the history." And he's like, "Do you know who I voice?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Hinuma. I'm talking to Christopher Wakeman without prior knowledge. I'm talking to Hinuma." And she's like, "Did this happen?" I'm like, yeah, this legit happened to me. And she was like, "Wow, that's like great." So that was wonderful. And the last autograph right here.
Yeah, I understand. I understand the hype. Don't misunderstand me. Don't misunderstand me. I didn't want to shit on your joy at all.
Uh-oh.
I know some
Who's he
people
got?
get some sentimental stuff in theirs.
Damn!
But my first cosplay I
Woo!
did,
Yeah,
first
I
cosplay I
understand
did,
it. I really do understand it. Oh damn! Oh,
Oh.
that's beautiful.
the first cosplay I ever did was Astolfo from Fate Stay Night. This cosplay is no longer with us, and it didn't quite fit me. So Faye, I met Faye, and Faye Mata is from Wisconsin, so literally doing a con in her home state. But the funny story of why there, if you zoom in closely, you'll see a "Hi Mom" on here. My mother wore my cosplay to work one day for Halloween.
Aw.
But it wasn't even during Halloween, it was during Hero Week, and it's like, so I'm downstairs minding my own business, playing my video games. And I'm like, my mom's like, "Hey, so it's Hero Week at work. Can I put on one of your cosplays?" I'm like, you want Sister Iris? No, not that one. You want a Stelfo, Rider of Black. You want that one. I'm like, okay, let's see if it fits you. Yeah, the cosplay fit my mom. I show Faye the photo. I'm not going to show you. And she was like, "What? Why did she look so good at her?" I'm like, "I know." She's like, "The best one." And she's like, "Do you want me to put a "Hi Mom" on here?" I'm like, "Yes, she would love it." I'm like, so it's got my name on here, but it also says "Hi Mom." Oh, it's too funny. So I showed it to my mom. I'm like, "Here, Mom. It has my name on it, but it also says "Hi Mom," because I showed her the photo and told you the video on how we even got to this part. And it was like, it was just so funny. It was funny. So yeah, I had a good time. Very fun, very enjoyable.
Oh, did you tell the actress about your Rosario vampire collection? Did you
Yes,
what
I
was
did
her
tell Tia about it.
what was her reaction?
She had a good reaction. Actually, I did tell her that, like, I had a big, huge, like, manga set and everything, and like she liked that reaction. And like for like either I think it was either for Seke or Rosario, I said that once Wisconsin gets off the ground again and we start making films, and I kind of put my hand in the ring a bit and I gained some knowledge and some experience. I said I would adapt like the manga, one of the two at least, because I do believe both mangas do deserve their chance to shine, get a proper adaptation, and I think we're long overdue. If Japan's not going to do it, I'm just going to say that, hey, let's go for it. I'll let an American adapt it and be like, I want to put my name out there in the distant future. That'll be 10, 20 years later. I would like to adapt one of these to get it down correctly to
Well,
to
I
say the least.
mean, Japan does things pretty good, but if they don't want to do it, then someone like you would be better than someone that doesn't know anything about the series or anything.
Yeah, that's a video.
Oh,
9 times out
Okay,
of
so
10,
we'll
that's
show
what
some quick
happens.
photos here and there. So there we go.
Yeah.
Is that? Okay, is it going?
It's going. I have it up. I have it
Okay,
up.
so here we go. So
Wait, 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 wait.
I did both Gojo and Aki from Aki from Chainsaw. So Gojo from Dress Up Darling, and then Gojo. So the plushie you see is mine. So whenever I saw Marin, I'm like, here, hold the plushie or I'll hold it. So I practically almost got like all of. Oh wait, that's a video. We're not gonna do the video. There's me, of course, doing the famous cone with Bomber. I did see a lot of Arcane over here, so you will like this, Lilith. So I got some Jinx for you. This is actually for bowling, actually. So there's a lot of cool bowling stuff for here as well at
Uh-oh.
the
Is it
actual
just
hotel.
focused? Is it just focused on this screen? Uh-oh.
Okay, which
Uh-oh.
screen is it?
You're on
Okay,
it's on the photo album. It's on the album.
okay, hold on. Let
It's
me
not
fix
showing the
that
photo.
quickly. Let me do that quickly.
I'll put it back to stage so you can fix that. Well, sadly, yes, that is that is true. But luckily, given that the times I've been to the recent conventions, that hasn't happened in my experience. But thankfully, because I have no reason. And besides,
Yeah.
I'm with my roommate, and I'm going there for a few reasons.
Let's see what this is.
Oh!
So I found some Bloodborne. Okay, tell me when the screen changes. So change.
Yep.
Okay, so this is like wrestling for cosplayers. So
Oh,
they
they
always
did
put on a
this.
big
They did this
show.
at Game On Expo and Fan Fusion.
Are they called Power?
I believe so, but
Yep, same team. If they are, this is the same team. So
oh, that's
let
a
me see.
cool that's a cool Justice League.
Yeah,
That is
this is in one
so
restaurant.
cool. That is so
Yeah.
cool.
I wish I could go to one of these. There's a couple of things holding me back, though.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, it depends on if you want to go for the full event, a day, or a few days.
Well,
The
I mean,
price.
I don't care either way. I'm just saying I would
So
like to
fast.
go. You know, and I
Whoa!
mean,
There we go.
Whoa!
Perfect blue.
Oh, perfect blue.
Found her. I was like, is that from Perfect Blue? I was like, let's get a photo. So I was like, sweet.
yeah,
So
good,
there's
good
me with
with that
Joe.
chick.
Got several of them with all the different ones I met. Emma Frost for your wonderful X-Men cosplayers out there. So yeah, welcome.
Yes. Yes.
Here's all the Nikki stuff. So I'll try to zoom past a lot of the Nikis if I possibly can because I don't really know how to like go through like things individually. So there's all the Eden stuff. So there's your little reference for all of them out there. So all the
Oh, that's
Dorothys we found.
cute.
So this one's adorable because there's Dodo and there's actual Dorothy in these summertime events. So this was hilarious. So uh, Tetra. So some of the Tetras we have over here. This one was funny because once she did that, because that's what actual Raffi does in the game. The announcer, who's the Anise, said that, "Hey, be careful. This is the PG panel." I'm like, that's
PG
funny. That
panel.
is one of the commanders. So, oh, by the way, the reason why I'm in here with the other gentleman from Chainsaw is because Chainsaw Man was one of the abnormals, and we are one of the abnormal events that included
Mm.
Chainsaw, Nier Automata, Neon Genesis Evangelion, ReZero, and Resident Evil. So we got to be in here actually, because we're like,
Mm.
since they're here, we'll do Chainsaw. So, and there's me killing my other cool co-star with Pooch. So
Yeah.
I'll try to go through many of these as quickly as possible. So, because I know this is the biggest one of the library that I have. Oh, there we go. You're welcome, Metal Gear fans. You're welcome.
Oh,
Oh, this looks nice.
it does. I like what's his name? Solid Snake there.
Yep,
Yep.
let's see, we got
I at least notice him.
I see Eva. I see Sniper Wolf.
No,
I
quiet.
Quiet, sorry. Quiet. I see Eve. Let's see. I see that has to be
Punish Venom Snake.
Venom Snake. Oh
Uh,
God, my memory is fading fast.
Infinite ammo.
Solid Snake. And
And I
then
think this is the
Solid
last
Snake.
because infinite ammo. So we're Solidus
Solid
and
is
this
yeah.
one of the other ones. So there's me just taking some stealthy because I just kind of
There's
don't
her
feel
chi. There's the damn chibi. That chibi is everywhere.
Oh,
Joker,
Chibi's
you have
cute.
I
torment.
Come
You have
almost
on,
lost
come
torment.
this
on. Don't forget the Chibi. The shit's cute. I like
I
sweet
almost
Chibi.
lost this
it
actually.
looks
I
cute.
almost lost this. So after getting some stuff, I
Oh,
was like,
I forgot. I'm talking to men here.
yep.
Okay, okay.
I
But
almost lost.
I'm needs to stay. I like me Chibis.
I have Ren as a plushie.
Oh, my bed is okay. Okay, here's the thing. I'm saying it online. Let's go live. Let's do it live. Um, I have the half of my bed is plushies. Okay,
Right.
like 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 um like 80
Ooh.
plushies. Yeah, there will be plushies in my bed. There will be sleeping candy between these plushies, and I sleep on the other side. But there will be many plushies. I have a really fat
Well,
collection of fucking
I
cute
only
plushies.
I've been to a con where I bought a Ren
That
plushie,
must be.
and it's the only one I have. Um, she has her wrench and everything, and it's so cool.
Anyway, back to my story. I almost lost this actually because I was buying a few stuff from the same stuff where I got my Claymore and JoJo stuff, and then when I was like kind of halfway to meet my friend, I was like, wait a second, I feel a little lighter suddenly. So I go back to the room to the vendor hall. I'm like, yeah, it was over here last time. I went to the further way in the back. Nope, not there. Then I go back to when I give my chains to my mangas, and I'm like, there's an employee actually there almost putting enough for this for sale, and I had to quickly tell them like, look, this is mine. That's mine. That plushie's mine. It is mine. It's been with me the entire con. I have physical proof. I can show you them on my Amazon account. I can show you a photo that it's me carrying with it. So, but they did the scouts on. They're like, I believe you that it's yours. So I'm like, thank you. I'm like, so I almost had to rebuy this if I didn't see it right then and there. I almost gave up. I'm like, oh my god, there it is. So people,
That's
hold on to your stuff.
crazy.
Don't lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So obviously, Aerith. So I got a couple of Aeriths in here somewhere. Here's my friend Trent, and there's a Spyro
Spyro.
with
Yes.
a Sparks. Right there, look at it, right there.
We got. You know what's so silly, Joker? We got a Spyro cosplay on Knightcast before we got a new Spyro game announcement. Oh, the irony.
This one made the cut. This one right here, because this is in the black Latino.
I'm sorry. You made me laugh. Oh
In the
no, I
black,
made the piggy snort.
in
Ah,
the
shit.
black Black. Her second cosplay she does that's based off the Magical Girl parody shenanigans. So that is the black Lobela outfit, and I'm like, wait a second, I literally have the plushie, and I show her the
Oh
plushie,
my god.
and I'm like, hey, can I get a photo with you? She said yes, and the guy who's taking the photo, I want you guys to go to on YouTube, look up WrestleCon North 2025, the in cosplay character contest, because the guy who took the photo is this guy who was the Willy Wonka for the contest. So this guy's like, "Yo, here, let me take the photo for you." I'm like, "Thank you." So
Wait, which Willy Wonka was he? Was he the Gene Wilder, the
Gene
Johnny?
Wilder.
Ah,
Gene
yes,
Wilder.
the classic.
I wish I
I
got his
love
photo.
that.
I wish I did, but it's pretty cool.
Gene Wilder was the better one.
Even though I took a lot of photos, I didn't get that much because me and my friends were doing a bunch of panels and whatnot. But I wish I was taking more. But the ones I got are still a fair amount. So
Darth
here's
Revan.
Darth Revan. Now Doom Guy is in here, so he thought I was just getting him. So I'll quickly show this one. But yeah, he thought I was getting him, but this is what he does look like. So
Oh,
So
he's
there's a
the
Doom guy there.
he's the N64 version. Nice.
So that's cool. So I did get
And-
both of them, but I'm like, it's fine. Let me go. Just do one for record as well. So Hell Divers for
Ooh.
democracy.
For
These guys-
Super! Get on the Queen of Wrath ship. We will kill the bugs. We will shoot the squids in the face. And we will kill the wannabe Terminators
For
with
democracy.
sniper shots in the head.
So again, folks, so if you're ever going to Vendor Hall, remember, I know those figures look nice, but remember the pricing you're in. It's how they gotta make their money. So everybody knows this.
Yeah.
So if you're a newcomer, this is your lesson for the Knightcast. It looks tempting, but don't.
Well, what's up?
Look at the prices though.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
all empty. But remember,
Here's the
no.
thing with the prices.
they're gonna be jacked up for a reason.
All Pimtendo made the games $100, and every fucking single Kremlin console bullshit fucking company will adapt to that,
Wow.
and it's really an issue. That is
oh,
really
my wallet. Oh, I
Some
like
of
that
these are great.
Itachi. I
I
like
see
the
that.
Itachi.
So this one I knew.
I can't. Yeah, I can't tell, but the one above the one you had your mouse pointer on, that one, yeah, it's
that one.
240, and it dropped down to 180.
Yeah.
That's
So
insane.
everybody's shopping figures. Be very, very, very careful because
If you can
me
make
and-
a deal with them, good luck. But you need to be very
Go-
careful what
my-
you're willing
my-
to spend on.
my advice is go on the final day where they cut prices. Some do cut prices. They do cut prices on final day sales. So go on final day. If it's a figure you really, really want, they are willing to at least work with you on it.
So be very
Yeah,
careful.
some people are like that.
Yep.
Of
I know they
the
look
times
great.
me and my roommate went to these figures ones, we did get some good deals. I made sure to ask though. Always ask, ladies and gentlemen. It does not hurt. It
Well,
won't kill you to ask.
yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
that was
always polite
lopsided.
to ask, and it's
Oh.
it's not asking that's the problem. It's how you ask too.
Hey, shiny Eevee.
You
Oh,
know?
these
I
are
was
fa-
looking for
these are
some
fairly
weekly
reasonable.
ones, but I wasn't quite finding what I was looking. I was looking for like Raffi, Red Hood a little bit, but some of them weren't quite.
Hey,
Yeah.
Shiny Evie.
Just a little bit of selection they had across, so be very careful. Also, some of these actually look pretty nice down here, so I'm like, let me get a few of these. That Jack Bro one, I was like, oh my god, let me get the Jack Bro. But I'm like, $80. So I was like, I was gonna come back and get it, but I was like, maybe if it's there next year, I'll go get it. So there are just some really nice stuff too. Even going up here, I was like,
Ooh.
so if you're looking at the big ones over here, don't forget about your smaller stuff. Because even that salamander, I was like, oh, then we get that salamander. So be very careful though. But also, there's one thing about Vendor Hall everyone should notice: be on the lookout for those AliExpress stuff. Those are cheap knockoffs, so be very careful. They do appear more the big ones, but they start to creep in the smaller ones. Be careful. Be on the lookout. And there's a bunny one in the back. I was like, oh my god, really?
I almost
No.
bought. I almost
You
bought
can
a
actually
bunny
get a similar
statue.
one up there. Actually, I was like, who am I taking a picture of? I'm like, So, but this is actually where I got
That blur was perfectly timed, by the way. I did see a hentai one. That blur was perfectly timed. That was perfectly timed, Joker.
So it's right there. So it's perfectly timed. But so be on the lookout. So I always like taking stuff just to be like what's here or not. But always remember, the better the detail, the better the quality, the higher the price. So be very, very careful. So I know some of them I'm like I want to buy, but it's like I don't want to spend that much money. So and of course, if you are going to attend some actual after parties, you could buy a drink and be like, hey, okay, instead of going to this place, we'll give you the band with the drink. So it's like,
Okay,
that's,
there will always be a kind of money issues.
but it's
Um,
also for the rave at night, so you have to be 21 plus for the rave. So
Oh,
they are a
cool.
lot of they are a lot of fun.
yeah,
I
well,
would do it.
it
I
will
would
be
do it, but I
fun,
would worry about my
sorry,
seizures.
sorry, Jeremiah, go ahead.
you're fine. I would
I
play
I
this,
would do.
but copyright
Yeah, I
concerns.
would. I would do a rave, but I wouldn't want to because of my seizures.
Oh,
No,
I agree
no,
with you.
you are all stupid. You are all children. If you want to do a rave, you needs to fucking eat like the MDMA or
Well, rave
ecstasy
is in
or
the
what you
pool, by the
call it,
way.
and then
Yeah.
you make the dancey all the night long, like
Well, I'm just saying. I have epilepsy seizures that I
you
can't. I
cannot
can't.
do that.
I can't do the lights
Yeah,
flashing and all.
yeah, it's fully
Oh,
understandable.
I don't care.
It's
I
fully
dance
understandable.
with my eyes closed. I'm
Well,
very
that won't
attentive.
help because it'll still go through my eyelids to
Oh
cause
my
me to have a
god! Oh my
seizure.
god! You really fucked. Oh my god! I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
let's hurry up. Let's hurry. So we can't play it for obvious reasons, but someone is saying Kingdom Hearts, so simple and clean. So
Cool.
Nice.
I always love going
Oh,
karaoke. I would have sung Billy Joe's Piano Man,
that's
but
just not
these guys
fair.
were keeping
Piano
so
Man is a
loud
classic.
for the song. I said, no, I'm gonna go away. Like I said, I got a lot of moderns in here, so I got a lot of them. So I
Billy,
almost have like
actually, people
is
don't
there
realize that Billy
yes, I
Joel actually has several other songs. He's just known for that one, though.
I know, but
Good night.
so then there's her in her bunny outfit, the one she does for the Halloween part of the chapters. So, oh yeah, someone was walking out this door and it's like, oh god, did we get hit? Like, yeah, they kind of bumped into them. So this is the in-game character cosplay contest. So here's our judges, here's the host, and these two are funny. Also sounds chaotic. Loves funny. Oh, if you guys do go to conventions, make sure you guys check out the anime music videos. Newcomer one for the very first time actually, and just go to Colossal Con North on the YouTube channel, find AMV, and start watching them. Some of them are really good. Here's again, I
Hmm.
can't play this for legal reasons, so that is the band. I'm a little bit more in the back, but they're very good at the stuff. Oh, here's more for Chalk Talks up there, so there's stuff I find. Here's me with a big group of Chainsaw Man, because I told you I was both.
Well, that's cool
Ooh.
stuff.
There's me
Hey,
right there,
Rico.
Shark, Fuchita, Reze. You got one Aki. You got an Angel, I think. No, that's Maki or Angel. And then Denji. So it's like wonderful. Also, my friend found them right away, and this guy walked up to me when I was holding up the plushie. And I said, "Can we get a photo?" Reze's like, "We're gonna do a group photo." It's like, sick. Here we go. So one of the big group photos I was ever in this year. So thank you. Yes. Here you go, Jeremiah.
Oh man, I forget.
So Zula. I was like, yes. Okay, moving on.
It's been a while. Sorry.
Silent Hills. I found some Silent Hill cosplayers.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, baby. Silent Hill. It's like I was so happy when I found these guys right away. When I found these guys right away, I was so happy.
I bet.
Static Shock representation.
Oh yeah, he doesn't get enough love. You know.
I love him. Phantom Knight's still here, so here's some Static Shock love.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And here's the Silent Hill. Going back to Silent Hill, so I know we love.
Pyramid
I
Head and the
I
nurses.
watched I watched Shady Durags do a reaction video about this uh cartoon he had, and it's like it's so sad that they don't consider, give him as much love as he needs. It,
Yeah, that's always
Absolutely.
sad.
yeah,
So here's me with some of them. There's Tia.
yeah, okay,
Oh, Jameson. That's right. Why did I say Joe? It's Jameson. Here's me and Faye.
okay.
And there's us holding the post together. So I'm like, hi, Mom. So here's me and Jameson. I know my glasses are just anti-glare, but just meeting him was awesome.
Oh, that's such a sad
Robotnik and
thing.
Melsonic, yes. Melsonic
And
in the house and Blaze.
and
Damn, damn.
Yeah.
and
Blaze.
so here's something.
Was
I
uh,
said Blaze.
uh
I
Dr.
said Blaze.
Eggman.
Yep. They're also he's also in a band as well. So I have yet to meet his band, but this guy's pretty cool. So we're always like be
I
traumatized.
said Bull.
Here's the thing:
No,
if
be
I ever
traumatized.
would be
Oh
able to
no,
go
no, no,
to
no,
this,
no, 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 no,
what?
no.
So
Uh-uh.
it's so it is Kid Deadpool with the homunculus,
Oh god.
and everybody
Oh no.
was taking
Of all the
photos of her.
things.
No
Of all the
permission from me
things.
on. When I
But
saw
here's
her, I
the
wanted a
thing:
photo with
you
her.
need to listen to me on this.
Wouldn't that
If
be?
I ever would go to a convention like this, um, I could not play any other character than like fucking Sadako. I mean, seriously, I could not. With all my long greasy hairs and my pale skins and
This?
the death stare and stuff like that. Sadako is you watched the American movie The Ring, I guess. There
But
it would be called Samara, but the original is Japanese, and there it is Sadako. Yeah, and it's the same thing. It's a pale, long haired, haired, girl. Yeah. That one. I'm sorry, I'm a bit drunk. My words don't come through,
Yeah.
but I
yep. So
couldn't do cosplay too much because of my long hairs.
no, you
Yeah, for
can.
real.
You don't have to be character accurate if you're having fun. That's one thing. So anyway, to my story. Well, everybody was taking photos of her because everyone was like being traumatized by the homunculus. I didn't ask for the photo, but I said I feel more comfortable if you were in the photo with her. And so we got the photo and everything, and I said, great. And she's like, you guys going to be the in character contest? She was in the, these two were in the in character contest as well. So, and they were very funny and wonderful. I got a Mizu.
That's pretty interesting because Hercules would be from Full Metal Alchemist,
So it was
and
a funny combo. That was a funny combo.
yeah,
Missouri,
Sorry.
Missouri.
yeah.
Her mom is just as adorable.
Anime, we're not going there.
Yes.
So this is some of the videos I do have here, like me vlogging and stuff. So I'm like walking down and everything. And here's my another error that I got.
Damn.
Now, the one thing I forgot for my cosplay, I forgot the hat for the Moogle. So it was at home, but everyone knew who I was at least. So I'm like, I forgot it. So I'm like,
Oh
one of
yeah,
these,
you do look like you got the things for the Moogle.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
I do.
that's actually awesome. I mean,
That's
what
so
the
awesome.
fuck is wrong with
yeah.
you guys? Are you extroverted or something? I couldn't do that. I'm scared of people. I'm scared of crowds. I couldn't
I'm
do
not.
that. Oh,
I'm
that's
not scared of crowds or anything.
good skin.
I'm just scared of being thought of as something, and being mistreated.
Uh, so here's
No,
me because they had everything
no.
set up and everything. So here's me with an avatar stuff. So I was like, this is
Ooh.
sweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeremiah, no one is gonna insult you for cosplaying.
well, I didn't say
The,
that.
the
I
people
meant
at
in
home.
general. I meant in general for certain groups of people. Some people
Yeah,
are not
yeah.
real good with others.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Jeremiah
understand.
knows the real life. He
Yeah.
knows that humans can be nasty. He
Yeah.
felt it in his life.
Well, that
So did I, and that's why there will be introverts and there will be extroverts, and yeah, I'm
That's good
always
stuff,
kind
man.
of envy. I'm
Mhm.
kind of envy at the extrovert people because I cannot do that. I'm too scared.
I like that
Funny
bowling
girl,
alley.
funny girl.
there was a Blanca
No, there's a
Noirs,
bunny. Feed
so it's
it
noir
carrots.
technique. So
You need to feed it carrots.
she's very good. And like I
What
said, I
is
found almost I almost found like all of the modern Kikudala cosplayers because I found like got two succubus, I got the Black Latila, got the schoolgirl uniform outfit, no casuals, but I wish I found one of the casual ones as well. But I pretty much got
I think
Shizuku
you
as well.
know
Look at my
something.
shirt. I got Shizuku on my shirt. So I'm like, this is wonderful. This is great. I'm like, I almost had everybody. I just need one, which is in the swimsuit. Then you got the nun one to Shizuku version 2, the fighting one she attempted to do, and then Hanyo. So then that's like all of them. So I'm like, I did such a good job. And oh, that gentleman over here, his name is Samurai Dan. He does introduce Kaza and everything. So again, wonderful guy. And that's the actual band right there. So you got a better
Ooh.
look at the band. So again, they're very good. And there's me with the band together. So
Hey, look at you, Joker. Look at
So
yep.
what kind of
Joker.
music
You
you
and I had
doing?
a really, you and I both had a really good
And
year this
yeah,
year at the convention scene.
yeah,
yeah.
Nice. That's nice. I'm
that's all
happy for you.
I have to share. So I wish I got some more photos of cosplayers. I wish there was a ton of K-pop. I know I did not get a single K-pop. We should have gone one to the gatherings. My friend's little sister, no, not sister, niece, she loves the K-pop Demon Hunters, and he decided to call his sister, saying that, hey, we got one of the actors because Song Woon was there. It's like, would it be okay if I get an autograph from him? And the sister did say like, nah, we don't need one, but the thought was there because she loves it. Like, would you like one of the actors to sign something for you? Like, at least it was an A. We'll get the A for effort, but I'm still happy with a lot of cosplayers I got. I'm glad at least I went to the Nikkei gathering.
Yeah.
But I actually will tell you two plans I'm going to do next year. I'm still going to at least bring Wakana Gojo and Aki because that's an
I
easy
w-
outfit to do. Like, you can literally get the stuff you want
Wait,
at your
I could
local
go to a
con.
convention here in Florida, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could.
They got
If you're in
them here.
Florida, you got the holiday Matsuri coming up, right? Holiday Matsuri coming up.
Okay.
That's in
Oh,
December.
that's so cute.
I
What
need
the
to ride, but other than that, I probably
You
could
can
do
always
it.
Uber.
Well, that costs money. Yeah.
oh,
But
I'm. I'm.
I'll tell you one of the cosplays that me and my friend are actually going to do if we ever do come back next year. And the game
Okay.
doesn't get delayed. If GTA 6 does not get delayed at all,
Oh, GTA
whatsoever,
6.
we are hoping it comes out in
man,
November.
who cares? I quit
GT.
GTA 4.
If you
We're just
guys, let me
glad
finish.
that we got
Hold on,
as
hold
many
on,
as we did, I
hold
Hold
guess.
on,
on,
hold on, hold on,
hold
hold
on.
on. Let me finish. We're saying if GTA 6 does not get delayed, if we do code next year, because it comes out in November of next year, we are thinking
Oh,
from the
mm,
GTA series, we're going to just have some characters from Vice City.
I'm
yeah.
We think we can make
excited.
that
I'm holding
for
you
someone
to
else.
that. I'm holding you to that, Silent Joker. I want
Yeah,
to see.
Yeah.
I'm
I want to
crossing my
see it.
fingers.
I want to see it. But we have to get out of here. We are at the
We're over
end of
3 hours
Nightcast.
long, but we're going to end it here.
Okay.
Real quick, some announcements tomorrow. Joker, how are we looking for tomorrow?
It's just an afternoon shift, so it'll be easy. So
Okay.
I'll get in, get out. So
Yeah, keep me posted
I
on
should be
that.
fine.
All right, perfect. We're doing that tomorrow. It'll be the watch party. We're watching Diehack Sign. Next Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, I have to announce this now while it's still fresh in my mind because my memory is becoming shit right now. My memory is shit.
Yeah, mush brain. There
Um,
will be mush brain.
Next Thursday on the 11th, we will not have the watch party. We're gonna be hosting the game awards. It'll be on my
Oh, okay.
Oh,
it'll be on my channel. It'll be on my channel. It's open invite. It's open invite. If you need the link, ask, and I will send it. That goes for
Okay.
everybody. That goes for everybody watching. Everybody's invited. Come on by. We'll hang out, discuss like our reactions and everything. They're gonna be real time reactions. So
Oh yeah.
if and also if you cannot make it, no sweat. I won't hold it against you.
wait. As I see it, Expedition 33 should win, but it won't
There was a
because
lot of
there is
33s.
a bullshit.
We'll
Did I
see.
get that one
Yeah,
right?
we'll see. We'll save that for next Thursday. But I figure I announced that now. Jeremiah, Lilith, thank you for coming on by. Jesus Christ, my throat
Yeah.
is weird.
And can I make announcements?
And yes, Siri, there is limited space for those who want to join, so everybody be
Oh, I
patient.
forgot the big thing that I bought as well.
Oh yeah, what'd you get? Ah,
Oh, that looks
that's
badass.
beautiful.
It's a Bloodborne mat.
That's
You can also buy a
beautiful.
blanket as well, so I went with the mat. So I'm like,
Mhm. All right,
forgot
Lil,
about
what do you
this.
got to say real quick?
Yeah, well, the only thing I have to promote is I will be on Noise's show on Mondays and Thursdays. Rhoda and me trying to make a new show. I will always be available to any channel that will have me, which is you. A big shout out to you because you were having me. Big shout out to Will of the Fans for having me. Big shout out to Cyphex for having me. There will be people who actually don't hate me, and that's a good thing. Because I'm not here to make monies or clout or anything. I'm here to make friends, and that's what we do. I hope so.
Absolutely, but you're always welcomed. You're always welcome, Lilith. Jeremiah, you too. Real quick.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. First come, first serve. Um, However, if we have room, we'll always have room. If someone leaves, come on in.
Yep.
But everybody, let's have fun. Let's keep it simple, keep it engaging and fun. Yes, we can get overtly excited, but let's have fun. Anyway, guys, check out everybody's channels. Big thank you to Neri.
Yep.
Big thank you to Alchemy, Raquel, Shiny, Jeremiah, Lilith, California Ford, John. Also, big thank you to Nobody for the $2 super chat. Thank you again for that.
thank you to Sarah Outlaw George, Furious Dan, McTown, Road to Kill. Who we
No,
have.
Roadkill was
Someone
here.
who
Yes,
did
yes.
bonus.
He good people.
The turn, so thank you very much from Kick. George, also known as Namco, always thank you for stopping by, brother. Thank you for giving me that news.
Namco.
John, Catlin, Alchemy, Jess, Big Angry Phil, and Vegeta,
Oh, Angry Phil was here.
Alchemy,
Yeah,
Son,
he was.
and Troll,
He's a
and
cool guy.
California. Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody.
I was at. Oh my God! I need to
We are
make a
getting
big shout out
to
for
you
Big
right
Angry Phil. He is also a cool dude, and he also allowed me on his panel. We had fun, making fun of the left
Yeah.
hearts.
Oh, and just
We were we were laughing our asses off.
Yeah.
I had pain in the
And
cheeks at
Hold
my
on.
face from laughing.
I know.
okay.
Um,
Got it.
we got everybody. So thank you all again for
yeah.
coming on by. Also, bots, get the hell out of our chat. We don't want you here. Bots, get out of
Yeah,
here.
I
Vegeta,
noticed that
I hope
Kickbot.
you I hope you had a great time, Vegeta, and all the new viewers. I hope everybody had a great time. Please come on by again. We love
Yeah.
having you. Take care, everybody. We love each and every one of you.